deep diving into these cases is like dancing with the devil. But when you dance with the devil doesn't change. He changes you.
Wow, that never gets old.
I know. We were just saying, like, he could still do the documentary, actually.
Please do.
Yeah.
I will.
You all should work
Eventually,
together.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, let me pull up chat so I can see who all is in here right now. Let me
Lots
see.
of people like the intro. Thank you. I made that a long time ago.
Yeah.
I haven't made the documentary yet, but I still want to.
Yeah, we kind of got right into summer and stopped with Watts altogether.
Yeah.
And also when we heard from Jamie that they were somewhat able to get on with their daily lives with some normalcy to it, we left them alone. We checked in like on holidays, how are you, and updated each other's on each other's kiddos. But it was after that, it was no talk about the case. We didn't want to do that. So unfortunately, I have bothered her over all of the other bullshit going on, but we'll leave that for, I think that's Monday, or is that Sunday? The 4th. We'll get into that mess. Tonight is about the beautiful Kiely Rodni, which, by the way, today was her 18th birthday. Is her 18th birthday. Happy birthday. Beautiful Kiely.
Didn't know that.
Yep.
Hello, everyone that's speaking to me over in chat. I appreciate that. Good
yes.
to see you.
Everyone know Unjustified. Her link is in the description. Make sure you are subscribed. This is Mama Kim. She is been my mom. She helped my platform take off. She didn't stop. She worked really hard on making sure. I actually didn't know anything about monetizing my channel and that, but Mama Kim here helped me get my channel to take off, and her and Tanya Hagen with the Chris Watts case. So make sure you are subbed to her, and if the mods could drop her link a couple times in the chat tonight, that'd be good. Now, another
proud of you, Cher. Gotta say it. Sorry, gotta stop in here. I've seen you go through so much hell, and I told you, baby, one day you're gonna shine. You're gonna shine.
We still all go through
hell. I'm so proud of you. Proud of both of you guys.
Thank you. Man, I didn't think we'd be here today. That's for sure. Like, I thought I'd be like... I never thought I'd get 100 subscribers, so it's wild.
I did. I knew it. I seen it. You got it. I told you that. It's hard, but you're tough.
Cotton candy boobs. I'll say hellos to everyone in a minute, but what I do want to bring attention to is Mama Kim here. She does not know much at all about Kiely's mysterious situation, case, conspiracy, whatever you all think of this.
It's a learning experience, and I got a good teacher. I want to learn about this case. I do, and where else better to learn, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for the invite.
Of course. I was like, yeah, we haven't collabed in well
it's
over a
it's
year.
been too long.
Yeah, way too long.
It
So,
has.
Cotton Candy Boobs. Hey, Andrea. Open Minds, Miss Kelly, Laura, Dave G. Holy cow, good to see you. Tanya, Kimkins, Elderly Cats, right? It's good to see the old gang. Honestly, it really is. And sometimes when cases come about, it's
People split off.
People split,
Yeah.
and it's because we go with the cases that call to our hearts, and sometimes it's not the same case, or we've had enough of one case and a different case calls to one of us, and there's a split, and that's pretty normal, but it's always good. Yeah. Actually, I might cry because I'm old and emotional, but no,
sweetheart, it's
like-
good. I mean, you did the Summer Wells case. You got this thicker skin than I do there. I just couldn't do it, you know. But you done one hell of a job on it. Look what you brought to that case. Like, had it not been for you, I believe her name would have died out a long time ago. You kept it going. That's what you do. You're gonna shine. You do shine. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks, Mama. She's biased. Is that
She's right, though.
Right. What?
You are awesome.
Thank you. You guys are all awesome. Aaron, I've been battling a headache all day, so I've been watching you guys, but I've also been kind of sleeping a lot off and on today. So I know a lot of you guys emailed me and stuff. I apologize for not getting back, but sometimes I just want to wallow in bed, which I did that. And sometimes, even though I still have a little bit of a headache, hanging out with y'all just distracts me from the headache, if that makes sense. Hi, Vexing. Hi, everyone. Amanda, Zena, good to see you. Tennessee girl. Everyone, if you don't know Mama Kim, like I said, so it's been about 3 years. She has been my motherly figure for 3 years since
Mama
my
Kim.
channel started. I call her Mama Kim. Lots of people get to know her and love her, and she just has that. She doesn't even try, but she's just so caring and loving and awesome. She just becomes everybody's mama.
And you can't.
Yeah,
resist that
just more
buttery
just
voice.
mama. I can't even tell you two, or all y'all, how many times I've had to get onto these two. It's like I have to. I'm like, y'all better straighten up. I'm gonna be up there. I'm gonna get to Canada and I'm gonna whoop some butt.
Yeah, it's gonna keep us in
They
line.
would be texting me, make him stop, make him stop.
I can't get this to freaking work for me. Okay. So, Mama Kim. Hi, Freckles. Hi, everyone. Hi. So,
Yes, dear.
I just want to say really quick in chat, we cannot, I hear a little bit of an echo. We cannot endorse, and I people probably didn't understand, but we cannot endorse, mass reporting of people. We can't. I can say, I'm going to report Ernie Shell. I cannot say everyone should report Ernie Shell. Does that make
Right.
sense? Hi, Squids. Hey, beautiful mods. So, yes, my mods do look out for that because each and every comment can be reported. So if someone
Right.
says that 17th birthday, I see people keep saying that. I'm so sorry. I thought she was 17. I
Gosh,
guess
she's
they
a
were rounding up. So she
baby.
just turned 17. She was 16 then. So the reports I've read, they all say she was 17, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they might just round it up because
They
it was
just
so
rounded
close.
up.
Hey, what's up,
Yeah.
Henry? Welcome.
Who? Hi, Henry.
Says the noob.
17.
Noob.
Damn,
I've
that
got
is
a lot of
baby.
new subscribers, and I don't like calling. I know technically it's subscribers. I really don't like calling people subscribers. It makes it sound like, I don't know. I don't like it to sound like y'all are a level beneath me. Does that make sense? I don't like calling you guys subscribers. So
Family members.
family members. We got many more family members to the platform, and I appreciate that. Again, I will repeat that everyone talking mad shit about Mr. Ryan Upchurch and how he has used the true crime community to further his music career is absurd. And I just want to be open and honest. He didn't need us. We all benefited off of him. Since he has mentioned that he even has watched my channel, just that short little sentence that he has watched my channel, I have gained 851 subscribers. So thank you for that, Ryan. I do appreciate that. That is a huge deal. And
Oh, and Ryan, if you do watch this,
appreciated.
I want you to roast me, Prairie Boy77.
Yeah, he keeps
Because
saying
he's so
that.
damn good at it.
My
Just
husband
going
thinks
off
you're
on people.
hilarious.
Roast me, dude.
Yep.
I want to see that.
He's been wanting to get roasted for his birthday for years on the platform. Everyone thinks he's too nice, so they
He
won't
did.
roast him.
He did.
And-
Don't you
yeah.
remember
Well,
the party
yeah,
at
but
my
no
channel?
No one really
Not
And
like
the
went.
he
flasher?
wants. He wants people to go in on him.
Oh, yeah, I want people to go like, oh, holy crap.
Like, what the fuck? So that would be
No, you don't
awesome.
remember the birthday party we had on my channel and we had the flasher?
Yeah, it
thing?
still wasn't. It
Oh.
still wasn't deep enough for his legging.
Yeah, but he was
was
like,
still
"Oh
good,
no,
though.
even that didn't ruin my birthday. You sent him a ice cream cake. You were still in work. Remember? Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah." He was
And
like,
remember the
"Oh,
hell of a time I was editing that video and I kept bothering you and I did.
Oh, yeah, you worked so hard on that.
Yeah.
yeah." Even Randy was there at that one. He's like, "What in the yeah with the
Hey,
with the flasher?
Randy.
What?"
Mr. Bot Sour Patch Kids. You guys. Oh my gosh. Like, I have to show you this. He didn't want me to show you this because I don't know why. But anyways, I've been wanting this vacuum for my birthday. Because the vacuum he had when I moved here is like a very old
Yeah,
vacuum. It's
it's
probably
really
from like the 50s. It's huge. It's obnoxious. It's heavy. And
Doesn't even work all that well.
yeah. So since I've been in my 20s, I've had all kinds of medical issues. Well, actually, since I was 19, I started a bunch of medical issues in my lower abdomen, and all of that mess. But I forever have a 8-pound limit. So when my 2 of my kids were born, but my youngest for sure, who was 9.5 pounds at birth, I was not allowed to pick him up. So anyways, it was really rough. That's when that whole animal situation happened on me. But anyway, I have an 8-pound weight limit, so I could hardly carry that vacuum. It was bad. So he today and didn't even wait for my birthday because he's like weird. I asked him for like household stuff for birthday and Christmas, and he's like not about that. He's like, get something
It's
you
not-
like. It's
Yeah, that's not a good birthday present.
But-
I don't know. That feels like, for me to call that a birthday present, it's like I'm like the chauvinist of the year.
he got me this. It's purple. It's a purple fucking Hoover, and no, it's a Bissell. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think
It's
Bissell.
Bissell. Yeah, it's a Bissell. It's a purple Bissell that is supposed to be like extra good with the animal dander and everything. So, oh my lordy, Sarah, how do I say that? Murgerell? Happy
Negro?
birthday. I'm not saying that. Happy birthday, sweet Kiely. Rest in peace. Love you, Mr. and Mrs. Cher. We love you also, Sarah. Thank you so much for being a member on the Crazy Train for the past 4 months. Choo choo. We sure appreciate you. I want a voice, like a soundtrack for the choo chooing. So,
Oh yeah, I'm forgetting to do that.
what? Let's get started by, and I'm gonna open panel for everyone in a little bit. Let's tell the folks. Let us know what you know about this case.
Well, not much. I remember when it happened, and it was just, I don't know. Like I was telling you earlier, I was getting like Gabby Petito vibes from it. Like it was a
Yes.
campground, cute, blonde, young, disappeared. Nobody knows anything that happened. Everybody's looking for her, nobody knows nothing, and then all of a sudden, boom, there she is, or there's her vehicle. And then I start hearing about all this money that's been passing hands, but there's no show of where the actual money is going.
Mhm.
And I'm like, something sketch about it, And then when I seen that Ryan Upchurch was involved, well, I like him, right?
Yep.
He's country like me, So he reminds me a lot of my son too, ironically. But
It's so funny. That's what got me, because I was like, everyone and their mom is covering this case. They don't need me to do it. But then, yeah, we all love some Upchurch, right? He started covering it, and it sucked me right in, because I'm like, this is my
well, yeah, I
jam.
mean,
And
it's
this
like
makes
sitting
sense.
there talking to somebody, and they're just, they're not trying to edit nothing. They're just
Yep.
telling you the way they see it, the way they feel it. I don't know.
It was perfect.
He
That
did,
was true crime, bringing it up, showing us, okay,
yeah.
this is the rabbit hole I went in. This is why. And this is where it led me. Like,
He's actually very, very good at it.
he is.
He really
yeah.
is. I mean, it's layman's terms. We can understand what he's talking about. It's just there's none of these crazy ass words that we're like, well, what does that mean? Let me go Google this word or that word.
Yeah, and it
he
doesn't
puts it
take
out
20
there.
minutes to get his point across either. It's
Right,
like,
right, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, I mean, but other than that, I don't know a lot about it. I know I'm not going to be much help up here, but
Oh
knowledge is
no,
power.
it's about putting our heads together. So,
mhm.
okay. Well, let's see where does the community think that we should start and pull up? We can start sharing. I'm going to drop the link right now, and we can come up here. And like I said, it's all opinions, all theories, all thoughts. It's all welcome as long as you are not an asshole. We do not all have to agree. And there's some people who don't know much. They haven't been following this case because they've been covering other things in other cases. So they're trying to catch up. So, and also, it's always good to go back. Anyways, first interview of Sammy. Okay, let me share.
Okay, Sammy is the friend,
link.
right?
Yep, Sammy is the
Okay.
friend. She's been kind of taking control, a lot like the Nikki from
Yeah.
Courtney Strubble's case.
Okay, is she supposed to be like 16 too? I mean, she a kid too, right?
She's young.
Can I trade you?
I don't know if she's the same age or a little bit older, but yeah,
Okay.
she's definitely young.
Okay. Just wanting to make sure about that.
Oh, chat saying she's 18, fake friend. Yeah, I remember that she gave this little speech, and a bunch of people were standing around. She's like, "You have any information or whatever, come through me." And instantly, I'm just like, "No. If you have any information, you go to law enforcement." That's just really put a bad taste in my mouth with her. I mean, maybe she's just being genuine and just wanting to help, but that threw me for a loop.
So she told people to go to her instead of the police? Is that?
Yeah. She said, if you
What?
have any information or whatever, come share it with me. And it's just like, well, why would she be the go-between with everybody? It should be,
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
yeah.
It's either very weird or she is very immature. One of the two.
Yeah, and maybe she was just like, maybe she meant well, like she wants to help, but
Right.
yeah, that's not really her place to do that.
No, definitely not. Actually, someone should have stepped up and said something. She should have been given the law enforcement's phone number, right?
So it's super interesting that you bring up that it reminds you of Gabby Petito, because what have I been saying?
Yeah, Cher's been saying that because especially
It really does.
Well, we'll get into the Adventures with Purpose, but apparently somebody saw Kiely, was it the day after she was reported missing? Like she was reported missing, and then someone actually saw her, and she was acting very, very odd.
Really?
Yeah, just like when Gabby Petito got pulled over by the cops, and she was
Right.
acting very weird.
Yeah.
It was a very similar thing.
That's
And
interesting.
what have I been telling you what I think about that?
Yeah, well, the one thing that was weird for me is like this guy was a tow truck driver, and he was called out because they couldn't get her car started, but she was so out of it or whatever that she needed him to explain how to use her seatbelt, how to click it in. Now I thought, okay, she's incredibly high or somehow like at that point brain damaged or something. But Cher thought the Gabby Petito thing, it was kind of a ruse to hopefully get the guy in close so that her boyfriend or the guy she was with wouldn't hear her whisper for she needs help.
Like, help me buckle my seatbelt. Okay, she could be high, but she asked over and over and over again. And I think, and he also said that every time the boyfriend or the guy kept going by her, she switched, like she moved away from him. So I think she was asking for how do you click on a seatbelt so he would come over and buckle her and show her, and she could be to his ear. That's what I think. But
Right.
which is very much like the Gabby Petito. And
That is,
I don't
yeah.
understand those cops, because if you listen to the police cam with Gabby Petito, I see you, Steph. 1 second, hon. Thank you, Yo Man Girl. I think they had ecstasy. I think that as well. Yep. But I think what was I saying? With Gabby, you actually hear her say that he wasn't going to pull over. So you stop and you ask yourself, okay, hold on. So Brian Laundrie was actually going to not pull over right then? He was going to go on a high-speed chase?
Yeah.
Why? If it was
right.
just a simple little speeding ticket, why was he not going to pull over? What did he do that he was afraid that they were about to go down for, or that he didn't want her to say to them, or something? Something happened. He was going to go on a police chase, and she said he wasn't going to pull over, and she was scared and freaking out, like, why aren't you pulling? Like, we need to pull over, and he wasn't going to. And I don't know why people don't talk about that more. But yeah, this whole situation. Bullhorn Betty, hey boo, you are doing great work too.
A lot of the stuff with the Gabby Petito case, and as y'all know, I was really into that case. And one of the things that people contemplated, that it could have been why he didn't want to pull over, is because they both like to smoke weed, and I don't think it was legal in that state. And people, that was one of the possibilities why. But who knows for real? Gabby had bruises here and there on her, so who knows.
Hey, Mallory. Hey, Mama Bear, Canadian Cookie, Parody. Hi, everyone coming in. Welcome, Steph.
Hello.
Okay, so really quick, we cannot, hold on. We cannot, wait, what?
I have the early access to the video. She was actually.
No, we're not going to do that.
We're not going to do that? You wait till tomorrow then?
Yeah, we have to be respectful to them.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're doing that for a reason, so we got to be respectful of other creators and how they want their content to.
Okay.
Because that's what I would want for myself. So
I understand. She was in the back of the trunk of the hatchback.
Right.
Yeah. So she was not in the back seat, not in the front. She was actually in the trunk. I had a hatchback myself, and the hatchbacks in the back, the small ones, like I had a Honda Accent. And there are windows in the back of the trunk area. So
we're going to go over that a little bit later. Right now, I'm going to pull up, if you're going to be around this evening, I'm going to open up the panel for talking about everything. Right now, I'm going to, I want to pull up, what do you think is a good one? Kim doesn't know much about the case, so I want to pull that up before I start opening panel and getting too deep, because she's a noob to this case.
That girl had a really.
Oh, you're echoing, hon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, not you.
Oh.
All right, Steph, you'll have to call back in. You were echoing. It just happened. So make sure you have everything closed. I'm going to share. The link is pinned, but I'll tell everyone when it's time to call in. I'm going to pull up y'all Sammy's interview. Yeah.
Well, before you do that, can you pull up the video of them filming her car getting pulled out of the water from above?
Do you know where it is, or do you want me to find it? You can pull. Is it on here?
Oh.
Yes.
Because there's something I want to say about that, and I don't think anyone's mentioned it, and it's weird to me.
Okay.
Did she say that she was found in the trunk?
She was found in the hatchback. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's
What?
it's not a separate
Yeah.
thing. Like a hatchback is open. It's not like a car trunk.
But the thing
Yeah.
is they're saying she wouldn't get back how she was.
That's weird as hell. How the hell did that happen?
Well, nobody knows yet, but I know it's
There's lots of weirdness.
super sus. Yeah, you've had some interesting. Yeah. This case.
Just waiting for the ads to clear. So
Yeah.
oh, another one.
Another. They're getting longer, I
Damn you,
swear.
YouTubers. We get so spoiled because of Netflix and everything. Like commercials are just irritating as hell now.
Yeah.
It used to just be part of life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, babe, I will be right
Is
back
that
in 1
better?
minute.
No, I'm
There's
not
a
letting.
little echo. It's not so
I'm
bad.
not letting people up on panel right now, Steph. I said I'll let people know. I have it pinned right now, but I'm not letting people. I'm just showing Kim some stuff right now.
Okay, I'm
So-
sorry.
Nope, that's okay. Just a misunderstanding.
That's my bad. I didn't realize. I
Yeah.
Do I
It's
need my
Mark's fault.
headphones?
Yeah, if you have.
Yeah,
headphones,
use your
that'd be better.
headphones, but give us a little bit, and then I'll let
Okay.
people know when to call in. Okay. You're not. Oh, she left. Okay. Sorry, Steph.
Thank you, Liz.
Liz, thank you, gorgeous. She I don't know if you remember, but her and her husband own like a gym and supplements and stuff that I was looking at the supplements because we've been talking about working out. We got to.
Mhm.
I want to try some of her stuff.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull up this video.
Did she ask a question?
No, she said, "Hey."
Okay. Hey, gorgeous.
Okay. So this is law enforcement recovering Kiely's vehicle.
Okay.
Now I want to see. There's a couple different videos. Oh, she wants me to hide that.
Thank you.
I just want to see if there's a wide shot here.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Ah, okay. Okay. So her vehicle was found approximately 50 feet from the shore. So it'd be right around here.
Okay.
But if this was an accident,
And only 14 feet deep.
look at how far, like you can tell the distance with the size of these vehicles.
Oh,
So you're looking at I'd say probably close to 500 feet of shore before you hit the water. So for this to be some kind of like accident does not make sense to me. Because of this much distance, for me, this means it was either a self-harm situation or it was murder.
no, not self-harm.
I cannot see this being an accident. And there's a turn right here, so there's no way. And there's like all the roads here are, the speed limit is like 10 miles an hour, 5 miles an hour. They're curvy, so no one's gonna like pass out and like just drive off.
Right.
So that's my thoughts.
Do you think maybe? Oh, she was intoxicated. I mean, she was drunk, right?
I
Or-
do not think self-harm, and here's why. In
Okay.
true crime, ladies, we know this to be statistically correct. Girls, when doing or thinking about self-harm, do not want to do. They think about drowning and suffocating and how that's scary. They also do not want to leave a mess. They think about these things. So more than likely, the self-harm would be overdosing, which apparently they had plenty of drugs and alcohol around. So I think it would be more that than driving in an ocean.
Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah, I don't honestly think that the self-harm thing is likely, but there was just like that. And
Well, you got to rule things out, you know. So
yeah, but she had a little bit of an odd home life. She was homeschooled. She had no social media apparently.
Right. It is
So
weird.
that is
the
weird.
family dynamic was not typical. Now, does that mean that she was in an abusive family? I'm not saying that.
Not necessarily, but
Right.
just different.
Yeah, different.
Just wasn't used to being out mixing and mingling and kind of things of that nature, especially without having social media. That's very awkward for
Which
that
is
age.
also a very easy target for the wrong friends and manipulating and dangerous friends to take advantage
Absolutely.
of a girl like that.
Or vulnerable, yeah.
Abusive friends and boyfriend.
Right.
But-
And now that you tell me that, I'm glad you told me that. I'm really glad you told me that, Mark, because I always question why her mom was like, yeah, go ahead and go to this big camping party. Well, maybe me being a homeschool parent myself, I can see how her mother probably wanted her to get out and have some more social reaction with people. So now I can
Could
kind
be.
of understand that a bit more.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now, there's another thing people are mentioning is that she was found in the hatch in the back
Yeah.
of the vehicle. Now, if she was conscious or whatever, that would be normal because the vehicle is going to go into the water, the engine will sink, and the last place to fill up with water is the back.
Yeah, because it's
So-
it's top heavy because of the engine.
Yeah. So her being found in the back is not abnormal if this was an accident. But she could
That is
also have
true.
been placed back there and the vehicle being pushed
Hmm.
in there too.
That is true too. Yeah, that's definitely something to think about. What Cher was saying earlier of her thoughts that it could possibly be, that's definitely something to think about. It's
Yeah,
all
it-
Thank
just
you,
so
Berna.
ironic.
It does look steep, but it's definitely not so steep that someone would accidentally go that far.
Hmm.
Like unless you have a serious vehicle malfunction or something. I just can't see that being an accident.
Did she ask a question? Or you answered that? Oh, your local.
So how
I
did
have-
Sammy know her? Do y'all know? I mean, since she was homeschooled.
Sammy was a good friend of hers, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think she was. I think she was going to school. I can't remember. Someone said that she was homeschooled for most, but then she actually was doing some
Yeah.
schooling too.
Well, that's understandable. Yeah.
So the chat thinks it's good if we pull up the interview with Sammy.
Yep.
So that is this one here, which is found. We're not going to do the HTML. We'll do All American Dream Chaser, Tony Dodge. He's the one who exclusive interview. Yep. So she called into his show, I think first. Do you want my Pepsi? I just opened it, but I want my juice.
What the fuck is that?
Okay, hold up,
Thank you
guys.
for being here.
Oh.
Uh,
Okay, so Mama, this is
This is that speech I was talking about.
this is the speech. So okay, so yeah, I guess he's gonna play part of the speech from Sammy. And get this, her name is Sammy Smith.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So and then after
Imagine
he
that.
goes through this speech, right? Yeah, like Jane Doe.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you can't make this shit up. And then people think that Upchurch is crazy and lost his mind and he's on crack and oh my gosh. So
Yeah, he's not
and then
on
she
crack.
calls in. So this is where I'm gonna speed it up one notch. If it's too fast, let me know. But this is where the community thinks is a good place for us to show you to start with.
Okay.
Okay.
I haven't seen this, so.
Okay.
All
All right. Perfect. Here we go.
right.
so yeah, that's Sammy Smith. She'll be on our show tonight.
Now, okay. People have been telling me she's had marks and bruising and cuts on her legs. I can see the paint now. I couldn't see that before. I don't know if you can see that, Mama, but there's paint
Yeah, I see.
or
Yeah, it looks
something
like
on
paint,
her legs.
for
So I don't know
sure.
what she's trying to cover up or what, or not cover up. I don't know, but yes, I do see that now. So, okay, I didn't see that before right
That's
now,
weird.
but I
That just
do
pulls
see that now.
attention to it, right? Why didn't she just wear jeans? That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, so it could be nothing. You know what it actually looks like? You know what that actually is? It's not paint, y'all. That
Maybe
is chamomile, not chamomile. What's that pink itchy lotion?
sunscreen. Oh
No.
yeah. Oh shit. Camphor.
That
No.
yeah, for poison
Calamine
ivy and
lotion.
cameline.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pink chalky lotion. That's what
Yeah.
that is, I think. I
Yeah,
think.
because if she's trying to cover something, well, that is she's only bringing attention
Yeah.
to it doing
Yeah.
that.
So we do have to be like fair and not just be like, oh, yep, that's on her. Like that is that. We have to be like
Yeah.
honest.
She's
and
trying to
truthful.
camouflage. Girl, she would have been
Yeah.
wearing jeans or leggings.
Yeah. So
Right.
I think that is that pink chalky bug
Calamine
bite
lotion.
and poison ivy lotion.
Right.
In my opinion, playing devil's advocate quite
Makes
literally.
sense. Makes sense.
Calamine. Yes, thank you. Cher can't pronounce words. Oh, and another thing, you guys, I appreciate all the emails. Unless it's something I'm going to pull up like right here now on the show, I won't be checking emails and messages until after my lives from now on because it really does take away. And so,
Oh God.
but like if I'm telling you guys, hey, send me this right now, I need to pull it up. That's okay. But yeah.
Same.
Johnny,
I can't
camera.
multitask, girl. I can't even chew gum and walk.
Coke, meth, or DMT. What was it? Yeah, no, it's just it's a lot and it does take away.
It
So
is.
I feel bad. So okay.
If there's not pressure from all of those sources on these kids, that could be what could be leading them to not share information. And that's all we need right now is any information. So if there's any
Okay.
That's a good question about the
Cotton candy boobs, you are right. I agree 110. Yep. I know exactly what you're saying too. Yeah.
Amber Alert.
I don't know, Cher. I can't hear the girl. I can hear that guy when he talks, but I can't hear her. I mean,
Well,
I'm
that's
trying
okay.
to read it.
We'll pull that up separately because yeah,
Okay.
he talks.
I mean, I
over
can
it.
read it. It's okay.
Sometimes the words are crappy. The part anyways that we're trying to show you is after this anyway.
Okay.
It's because she
fine.
calls in to his show live right on this.
Oh, okay. All right. It's good. I can read it.
Okay.
Bazinga says no Amber
Yeah, I
Alert.
can't really hear it either. Yeah, it's the loudest. Okay, so Mama, what she's telling them, sorry, hold on. She's telling them right now that parents need to bring their kids that were there at the party to this location, bring their kids here, drop them off, and drive away.
What the hell?
Yep. Drop them off, drive away, and don't let your kids see you or hear you or whatever. Just leave your kids here after Kiely goes missing. Drop your kids off here. And this is her, what she says. She goes, I need to be the one talking to these kids. I'm in touch with all of the law enforcements everywhere. So it's me that all of your kids need to talk to. Drop your kids off and go away.
Wow.
Leave them here with me.
Like who?
Have them
hell's gonna
report
do
everything
that?
to me, not directly to law enforcement. But here's the kicker.
Why is that?
The law enforcement is there and allowing her to say these things.
They
And
are
here's
there?
the kicker. Yep. Here's the kicker. One of the FBI and press release law enforcement women are friends with these people and have actually been fired off of this case. And her name
As
is
they
Angela.
should.
Yep. And yeah, so she's tied. There's much conspiracy.
Oh my God, I cannot
Conspiracies.
believe this. She told
Oh yeah.
these parents to drop their kids off and drive
Yep.
far away.
Yep.
Seriously.
Yep. Dead serious.
And the
It's
cops
exactly-
are letting her say this.
Yep. Yep.
What in the actual hell is
Yep.
up with that?
Hi, LeBrere.
I mean, there was a girl that just was, I mean, she's missing. Why in the hell would any parent drop their kids off?
Thank you.
That's insanity. That doesn't even make sense
Right.
at all. That's crazy.
It's like you can't.
Like, I want to know one parent that would actually do that.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't even make sense. That's just ridiculous.
Let's
I
see.
can't even believe the cops.
Let me see if I can actually find it where it's louder.
What do you want to find?
You can't hear Sammy talking that well. Hold on. Just that one part. I'm going back to that.
Wow. Did they have a press release, hopefully, to hell after she done this? And at least tell people to call them?
No, no.
Wow.
They were allowing her to do that.
Girl, this is a whole lot deeper than I thought it was. Just that's insanity.
That is insanity, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find just that part so you can hear it. It looks like it's on Twitter.
Wow.
From all of those sources on these kids, that could be what could be leading them to not share information. And that's all we need right now is any information. So if there's any teams out here that want to be a part of that, I will take you one by one into this van right here. Sorry, that seems creepy.
She's going to take them personally one by one into that minivan right there and talk with them.
What? Where's the cops, man? Seriously. I mean, where's the taxpayer? That's insanity. That don't even make sense. I mean, what kind of special privileges has she got to be the lead detective in this damn case?
Yeah, it should be a detective saying that.
I mean, it's like she is being the lead detectives, and the cops are like, okay, we're going to let her handle this. What?
It
Yeah.
is.
We'll get back to our box of donuts.
Yeah. It's wild. I ain't never seen
Wow.
anything like it.
That's that, I don't know. Yeah, I've never either.
All right. So wait till you hear. Okay. So let's fast forward to when she calls in.
Backstage.
And she gets a damn standing ovation.
Yep.
Let's bring it.
No.
Sammy Smith.
Hi.
And Sammy, thank you so much. I know you've been super busy, and it's an
will
honor, it's a
BRB.
privilege to
I
have
need-
you. I'm sorry for the circumstances,
Pepto.
but I know you're super busy. You're pressed for time, so let's get to it. I know you've been repeating yourself all day, but what's the latest? Tell us who Kiely Rodni is. Go ahead. I'll let you have the stage.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Kiely.
No, you-
Yeah.
You're welcome. I know you're super busy. I know you got to be tired.
I have a challenge for all of you.
No.
Go to every computer in your house, your mom's, your dad's, your sister, your
I'm
brother's.
sure she is tired being the lead detective in that kind of case. Damn. Had a lot going on.
You know the crazy thing? I didn't like.
I know you've been busy. I followed you at the press conference today, and I know you're a busy girl. And I just want to say I really admire what you're doing. You're amazing young. You're only 18 years old, right?
Yeah.
You're,
I'm 18.
That's outstanding for a young girl your age. But anyway, nonetheless, I know you're pressed for time, and everybody's wanting to know what's the latest. What is? Well, I'll let you take it from the top. Who's Kiely Rodni? Let's go back to the beginning, I guess, real quick. Just give us a rundown.
Totally, yeah. So Kiely is one of my close friends. We met through mutual friends, and we became closer in the past year to coming months recently. And she is just a light in a lot of people's lives. She's wonderful. She's smiling all the time. She's caring. She's beautiful. She's there for anybody who has ever needed her. She's very outgoing. She's outdoorsy too. She loves the water. She loves to sing. Her voice is just amazing too. And she's just a beautiful girl, and we all miss her a lot. And so,
yeah, I'm sure. You saw her at the party, right? You were at the party with her?
yes, I was the last person to contact her after the party, and I was with her basically throughout the entire party. I was
No, it's okay.
walking
It's
around
okay.
with her.
I know you got a lot going on. I
Yeah.
get it.
I'm at the teen-to-teen meetup, so there's a lot of
No,
kids outside.
everybody's wanting to talk to you, and like I said, I greatly appreciate every minute I have with you.
Yeah.
Can you take a quick look at this photo? Is
Yeah.
this what she? Can you confirm whether or not she was wearing this at the night of the party? Is that what she was wearing?
Yeah, so that top is exactly what I saw her in. If you can see on her left side, on her hip, you can see some skin. She was wearing a black bodysuit. I remember because we went to the bathroom together, peed in the woods together a couple of times, and so that's her shirt right there. The pants were different that she wore to the party. She was wearing green Dickies pants, but that belt is definitely what she was wearing too. I remember watching her have to take it off when we were using the restroom together. We were out using the outdoor restroom, if like popping squat, basically. So, yeah.
That was just released from the Placer County Sheriff's Office. This picture, I just found it on their Facebook page.
Yeah.
So there's talk about this top, the spaghetti straps top. Some people are saying it was found at the area. Can you confirm that, or is that
so that has not been confirmed. If it has not been posted on our Find Kiely Rodni Instagram page or on the website or on the Placer County Sheriff's Office Facebook or anything, then it is not true, and it is not something that people should be following on or trusting. The information will be posted and will be coming from us when it is confirmed, so to let people know what to look out for, if a changed shirt or something. So yeah, that has not been confirmed.
Okay. Perfect. So at the night of the party, the last time you saw her, can you tell us about, I guess, give us a rundown of the party real quick. I understand it was a large gathering.
Yeah, so it was supposed to be a senior farewell party where all the seniors and everybody from around our area, like Tahoe and Truckee and Incline and Kings Beach, were supposed to be there. They were invited there because it was supposed to be like saying goodbye to your favorite seniors before everybody starts going off to college, because soon enough here people are going to start leaving and moving out. And so Kylie's a senior, or she graduated early, so she's considered a senior, and I was a senior, so every senior was initially invited to the party. And as well, all grades were invited just so that they could say goodbye. So I had talked to Kiely, and I had known she was going beforehand. We hadn't planned on going together, and we ended up not going together. She came with her best friend Mags Larson. Magdalene, sorry, is her first name.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, and so she came with her, drove in with her, and then Mags ended up leaving about 10 minutes into the party with her boyfriend Ross, Mags's boyfriend, and told Kiely goodbye and everything. And they were never planning on like leaving together or staying together at the party. They just went to the party together because they were hanging out earlier in the day. And then I saw her the second she got there, and from that moment on, we were pretty much seen together all around the party. We would break off for mere moments from each other to go talk to other people or to go do other things, but we would always come back to each other. We were just going around the party. We were drinking the same drinks, being teenagers, throwing glow sticks into the party. And it started to grow really big. I would say around 10 to 10:30, it just blew up. Like, it started to get to the point where I was getting overwhelmed. And I'm a very social person. I've been to a lot of these parties. I've never been overwhelmed. I've actually been underwhelmed. But at this party, it was very large. Like, it was bigger than any party we've had in Truckee all year. And for a lot of years past, there were people from what we think Sacramento, San Francisco. I remember talking to somebody who was from San Francisco, Reno, Folsom, areas that were just way out of reach from it. And it was really overwhelming and weird to see, but I didn't really think much of it. I just thought, oh, kids are around here. They have vacation homes up here. They're just coming to party because why not? So then Kiely and I were going around taking shots and just drinking. We were trading drinks with each other. We were sharing drinks with each other. We would go back to her car to get some alcohol sometimes. And then we went to her car to charge her phone. And we were talking about just random stuff. And then it's kind of hard to remember. And so or no, we were talking about her texting her mom and her charging her phone and stuff, and just about the party in general. And then we had a few other friends in the car, and then we all decided to go back to the party, and we were around in there for a bit. I had asked her for a ride home when we were in the car because my ride was leaving and I wanted to stay at the party longer. And so then we ended up splitting up in the party because I went to go find another ride when we got back into the party after leaving the car, so that we could sorry, my mind is in a moment.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I want to take a couple.
I think she just screwed up because she just said she asked her if she could have a ride home. And then the next thing out of her mouth is she's looking for a ride.
Yeah. Yeah, I caught that too. It's like, what? Wait a minute. I was going to say, back that up a minute. But yeah, I heard, I got that. That's, yeah. She's contradicting herself.
Yeah. And she doesn't seem upset.
Not in the least. No, not in the least. And okay, all these people, she said she's been to these parties all the time and they usually don't get that way. But then all of a sudden it just blew up. Okay, that just says that invitation was going out far and wide. She was even talking about other states being there.
Mm-hmm.
So that could also go back into what Cher was talking about earlier. Like too many people knew that too many kids were going to be there. You know, it's like an open invitation to never ending well.
Yeah.
And they're going to be there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Couple of questions here real quickly. Nola in the chat wants to ask you, who was fighting at the party? The girl and the guy, look into them. Was there a fight at the party?
Yeah, so there were some friendly fights that were going on. There was like, we had boxing gloves. People were like trying to instigate. It wasn't anybody who had really any drama or they weren't enemies or anything. It was more just friendly fights to keep entertainment going. This happens at a lot of our parties. We just do it to have fun. If somebody gets hurt, like we have people on them, but
so it wasn't like a fight out of anger. It was just kind of a just a fun competition type of fighting.
Yeah, just see who wins and who goes home with the title, which I will randomly admit people do end up getting in fights over who won, but not this time.
Daniel Taylor, and Nola, thank you for the comment. Daniel Taylor's in the house. Daniel Taylor wants to ask you, did Kiely have her boyfriend or an ex-boyfriend with her at the party?
No, there was no ex-boyfriend there. Her ex-boyfriend lived in Napa. He was in Napa at the time, and I think he lives in Napa. And he actually drove up the next day, the second he heard that she was missing. He's very close with her family and her. There was no anything. And she does not currently have a boyfriend. She was rocking the single life, like we used to say. She just wanted to be open and single and have fun as a kid.
I get it. She's only 16. She's just a baby. I just can't even imagine. How's mom doing? Have you talked to her mom at all?
Yeah, so I've been in close contact with the family.
How they doing? She looked just a nervous wreck. I can't even imagine what she's going through.
Yeah.
Our thoughts and prayers are with, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, continue. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say our thoughts and prayers are with the family. This is going to be a hard time. What can we do to help? What can the public do?
What would you like in your kids' pack?
A kid's buddy burger.
An extra hot sauce.
We'll be right back after these messages.
No hot sauce.
Okay, this is going to sound a little nuts, but the fastest and easiest way to make passive online income on Amazon.
The web sleuths out there, what can we do to help find Kiely? What can we do to help you?
To everyone at this point around the world, I'm hoping that this is reaching, and if anybody's seeing this, just if they can keep sharing this, get the story out to neighbors and friends and family and local news stations and local newspapers and posting flyers, making flyers, screenshotting, and somehow making flyers. We need this information to spread everywhere. We're trying to get posters everywhere, information everywhere, just trying to have everybody in the world at this point looking for Kiely and just trying to find Kiely. And if anybody sees anything, to report it immediately to the sheriff's, to police, the Placer County Sheriff's Office, or the numbers that have been loaded on. There's been a lot of trouble and frustration with people about the tip line, but they have to understand that there's 1,000 people in there working, getting millions of calls a day now.
I know you had stated that we're not trying to create any rumors, but there was something on the Facebook page that I wanted to see if maybe you can comment on this. It says 2 days ago on the Neighbors app, at 1 o'clock in the morning, a topless female was being chased by a Honda CRV and was pulled back into the vehicle in Sacramento, California. That's about an hour and 38 minutes away from Prosser Campground. Kiely drives the Honda CRV. Her tank top was possibly found at the scene. I know we just discussed that. We can't verify that is true. Down the road from they're saying her tank top was found at the scene down the road from the Prosser Campground. The timestamps could be off due to a camera clock being accurate or inaccurate, but I don't know if it.
No, this part here brings me to where the cop has to take a Kit Kat break when asked, were there other people in the car? Because this is now, there's a second person that also reported that from the same area who said, I saw the same thing. So think about that. If this is true, it would go with the tow truck person who saw her the next day. So because this was at 1 a.m. after, again, she was reported missing at midnight or midnight 30. So again, that would kind of coincide with what the tow truck driver is saying as well. And think about that. Were there anyone else in the car? The cop could not answer that immediately. 2 times he was asked, and he spaced out both times. So if you think about those tips of her being chased down by her own car and pulled into the car, that means Kiely was there, the driver of the car, and somebody else to pull her back into the car then.
All right. That's what, yeah. That's what I was just saying. What you said really made, I mean, it made sense. It adds up. I still don't know much about this tow truck driver, but we'll get into that later because I'm kind of confused there, but.
Yeah, there was Adventures with Purpose interviewed him, and they had the video up for members. They're going to put it public, I think, tomorrow.
Okay.
So
I'll check it out.
Yeah. In the meantime, we're not going to play that video out of respect to them.
Yeah, they set it up for a thing. I would not like if people did that on me, so we're not going to do that to them.
Yeah.
Well, Cotton Candy Boobs has a clip that we could play. She covered faces. She did it very respectfully. We could play that clip, but they have an hour-long video that will be public tomorrow.
Okay.
They have it up for their members right now. So, yeah, after this interview, we will pull up the one that Cotton Candy Boobs put up because it's just a clip. So give Mama Kim a little little bit of it before tomorrow. But she's also covered faces and put it together a little bit more respectful as well. Then,
Okay.
Anyway,
Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right. Is there anything you can comment on that?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so
Thanks.
we are investigating into that currently, from my knowledge of the detectives, and it has not been confirmed nor denied that if that is Kiely, but we do not believe that her shirt has not been found. I can confirm that her shirt was not found, nor were any articles of her clothing at all.
Okay, so I want to let's repeat that. The spaghetti strap shirt that was claimed to have been found, that was not hers.
No, it was not hers. It was investigated by the FBI and the cops and everything.
Thank you so much for clarifying that. So the spaghetti strap shirt, the top that was found, that did not belong to Kiely Rodni. Thank you for that, Sammy.
Yeah.
So I can, I mean, so now when we watch the press conference, the police were saying that they're trying to get everyone that was at that party to come forward. So should we tell, should we get that message out as well to everybody that was at that party that they needed? Who do they contact?
Well, I've been not in charge, but I've taken on the responsibility of trying to get in contact.
You hear that? I've been in charge, not in charge. I've taken on responsibility.
Yeah, and who's given her this responsibility? That's the thing. If she has taken it on, then obviously someone offered it to her. What? Who done this? Like, she's not qualified to do this. She shouldn't even be doing this. I mean, it's putting her in danger. That's ridiculous.
That's what you think. Yeah. Yep.
I mean, it's putting her own life in danger. What the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's taken on the responsibility. Honey, who gave you this responsibility that you should have never been given?
Yeah, it's too much for a kid.
However old she is, 18?
She's 18. Yeah, she's just a kid.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
Drop your kids off.
And that's the other thing that makes it seem so weird. If she was so close with Kiely, I mean,
I don't think
how
she
is
was.
she not? Yeah, how is she not a
think she
complete
was.
wreck?
Yeah,
Right.
I don't think she was.
I don't get it.
I think she just taught. I don't think so. I think that's not
I don't
true.
think they were close
She's not.
either.
Look at this chick. She's not. If that was my friend, if that was Cher, I'd be freaking out, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just saying I'm not buying it.
Yeah, me neither.
With everybody at that party, I've posted teen meetups.
Just really quick, just in case while I remember. Dad, if you're watching, hello. We love you and miss you.
teen to teens, where there's no adults, no parents, and no media coverage. Everybody stays anonymous, and everybody does not get, like, everybody is just talking teen to teen. We have interviewers, only about 7 or 8 of us, and that's the limit we're trying to keep it at, to keep the information kind of in a simple one source area that we can go to. And we've moved locations, multiple, trying to make things.
Okay, that's fucking weird too. It's like she's the boss.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I don't even know why she telling parents to drive far, far away. She's going to take all the information, and if she feels like telling the cops, it's cool, and everybody's going to give her a standing ovation, and the cops are there allowing this.
Yeah.
What?
Yep, because there's pictures at this very spot, and they're all hugging the law enforcement. Yep.
Yeah, this is not even legal. I mean, it's really not. You can't get out here in front like you're a lead detective when you're still in high school.
Yeah.
Heather Licious, I got your email earlier. I did not reply back yet, but I will. I think it was your email. Yes.
Sammy's
and the
mom
victim
is a
16,
lawyer.
Nobody but Ali. Exactly, killer. The victim is a minor, and we've got 18-year-old taking charge. Yeah, it's all wrong. And
Somebody
again,
said Sammy's
the
mom's a lawyer.
Amber Alert. Tell me how there's a party of 300-400 people, all with vehicles there, but there was no Amber Alert
Yeah, apparently it didn't meet the
at a
criteria.
state park. Yeah.
Huh. That's true
Yeah,
too.
they lied. They lied, and Upchurch actually looked it up right on one of his videos or while live or something like that. And there's only 3 things, but the police department said there's 4 things, but there's only 3 listed online, and she meant all 3.
Wow.
National Park, yeah.
More convenient in the Tahoe area, in the Truckee area. We've held one last night, and then we held one tonight, and we had a lot of teens come out today and explain things. It's just a way for teens to not feel the pressure of getting in trouble by their parents, or to feel like the cops are going to get them in trouble, or to feel that the media will spread their face all over the internet. We're just trying to get teens to be honest, because kids will tell kids who they kissed, and kids will tell kids who they drank with. And
they don't want mom and dad to know what really happened at the party.
Exactly.
I totally get that, and that's good that you're doing that. Laura Truan just was in the comments. Laura Truan says you're doing a great job, Sammy. So I'm trying to think, what else can you tell us that can help? Anything specific about that car? Is there anything like, I don't know, maybe
Doing a great job there.
So a lot of us today, again, we weren't ever looking severely at her vehicle when we were just friends with her, but we do all remember that she has a sticker of a bull. We don't have the exact sticker, but it's a sticker of a bull that is right under the windshield wiper. Right under that is where the back windshield, the animal.
Hold up a minute.
Okay.
Right under the back windshield wiper. It's right under that, and her car does have hubcaps, because in a lot of these pictures, cars don't have hubcaps. Her car has Honda hubcaps.
I feel like this is
wow. So look for that car that has it may have a bull sticker, a sticker of a bull on the back window. That 2013 Honda CRV. It's a silver car,
and there's a sunroof as well.
And it has a sunroof. Okay, that's another good detail. So it has a sunroof and it has a bull sticker. There's a sticker of a bull, the animal, a bull, on the underneath the back wiper, the rear wiper, the rear.
Yes, right underneath it.
Okay. Jane Darby is wanting to ask you, anyone that you noticed hanging around her? Was there anybody was hanging around her? Did you notice anybody around her?
To be fully honest, I was inebriated at the time, so I wasn't
fully
attentive of who exactly was around us. When we were going around together, we were just in a lot of different huge groups of people we had never met, because her and I are similar in the sense that we're both very social. We'll talk to anybody we meet. We love meeting people, and so that's what we were doing. And everything.
You girls are amazing. I'm just impressed, but it's so sad that this has happened. I just man, my heart goes out to the family. I just she's a beautiful young girl. She's only I got a daughter the same age. Lord, I can't imagine what they're going through. I just can't imagine. I'm just trying to think. I'm assuming that they're checking mine shafts. Maybe the car went down off the road into a ravine. I don't know. But the phone. What about the phone? Can you tell us about her cell phone? Is there anything specific you can tell us? Go ahead.
So it has we're having trouble remembering what color. Like, my cell phone is a green phone, but I have an orange case on it. But we do know that her phone has a black case on it with a.
I don't buy that one bit. If you are in a group of friends, everyone knows each other's phones. Because they're always on their fucking phones. I don't buy that for one fucking minute. I know what all my kids' phones look like. I know what Callie's phone looks like. I know what Kayla's phone looks like. Like, I know what your phone looks like. I don't think I know what Cotton Candy Boob's phone looks like. But do you know what I'm saying? In a group of fucking friends that are teenagers and always on their phone, are we really going to say we don't know what their phone looks like? I guarantee you that the girls and Jameson and Dylan all know what their phones look like.
Yeah, they probably know each other's like the
Passing
model and
codes, everything. Yeah.
So they're
I don't buy
saying
that.
in the chat that her mom is an attorney and her dad is a PI.
Her mom didn't shed one tear that I have seen on any of what I've seen publicly.
I haven't seen her really do anything.
What? She's been on a lot. She's actually there at that thing too.
And this chick's
you know that she
18.
attacked with Adventures Without a
Yeah.
Purpose? That's fucked up. They found your daughter after police did not, and you attacked them. That's wild to me. Grief is a funny thing though, but that is wild to me.
Yeah, that was very, very weird.
Did you hear that, Mama Kim? That Kylie's mom is pissed and saying that people should not support Adventures with a Purpose. The very people that found her daughter, she's saying people should not support them and that they're fake and phonies and just trying to be heroes and make everything all about them. And
Right. And I'm thinking, okay, this chick's 18 years old.
oh, her boyfriend commented on Adventures with a Purpose post that they're clout chasers. That's exactly what the mom said too. So the mom and the friends are pretty fucking close. You know why? Who was probably buying their alcohol for them? Someone over 21. Anyway.
I'll be right back. I'm sorry, honey. I'll be right back because the girls call me. 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry.
Just pause this right here and I will drop the link again.
A few people were saying that was a fake post from the mom.
No, we don't know that. So a few people are saying that, but we don't know that. And I saw with my own eyes and heard with my own ears, Adventures Without a Purpose said that there is speculation that it was a fake account, but they don't know that yet. They also said if it is her, she's probably dealing with grief her own way and that it's okay and they don't mind her feeling that way. So no, all it is speculation. We don't know if that is her or not her, but that'd be pretty ballsy of people to go on and be her when she is on social media. Like we've seen her posts. So if you want my opinion, that was her. From my looking into it, that was her posting it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Cotton Candy Boobs. I think that as well. Yep. Here's you guys, if people want to call in, they can call in now because we are almost done this interview and Mama Kim's busy at the moment anyway. Yes, exactly, Mama Bear. That's right. And it was Grandpa and Dad. Yep. I just heard someone beep in. Can you turn your camera on for me for a second? I can only let you up if you show your camera, if you go on camera for a minute. You gotta turn your camera on. I can see your picture, but you gotta turn your camera on. I see you, Steph. 1 second. I can add you. There you go. You can have your camera off or on. It's up to you, Steph.
I'm fine.
Okay. Wallenstein home. If you would like to come up, I do have to see your face first. So if you can't do that, I'm not letting you up.
Yeah, we got a problem with people coming up and exposing themselves.
Yep. And so
is the echo better now?
Yes, yep. It sounds better. Ooh, I like those headphones.
$25 off Amazon.
Okay. It's not letting, I don't know if you're not putting your camera on, but you can try again. But like I said, I'm not going to let people up on panel if you're not going to turn your camera on for a minute. You don't have to have it on to be on the panel, but you do have to show me backstage who you are first. Sorry, not sorry. So you can sure try again. Maybe it was a mistake and your camera wasn't letting you add it, but usually it will tell me that. So, anywho, are you back, Mama? I didn't hear her yet. Not yet. So, Steph, while we're waiting, what do you...
I just think with Ryan exposing Camille, Exanime, all that.
Well, how about this? What I'd like to ask you. Tell me what you first thought. Like, what was your first thought about the case? Never mind what, like, what Mama Kim says, I say, Prairie Boy says, Ryan Upchurch says. When you first came across Kiely's case, like, how did you first hear about Kiely's case?
It was on YouTube, and I saw it, and I'm like,
hi, LeBrere.
And like, okay, something's
Hello,
up.
ma'am.
Like, what? How do you... And when I saw that interview with Sammy, I knew something up was up right then and there.
Okay. And what did you think was up?
Okay. I think this is my personal opinion, I think her and Kiely got into a fight. Because when you finally watch the AWP video, for those when it comes, they mention the fight on the boat, and then they bleeped out the name and everything. So I think they got in a fight, something happened, she got killed, and she was placed in that trunk of the back of the hatchback.
Interesting. Okay. We Scottish Ma, I want to make sure that's really you. Do you mind turning your camera on for a second? So I can make sure people are not. Thank you. Gotcha. You can turn it off if you want.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, you're always welcome. So LeBrere is up here as well. Welcome, LeBrere.
Hello, everybody. Miss Kim. Is it Steph and LivingLakeTime? How is everybody tonight?
I'm going to add also
Good, thank you.
We Scottish Ma. Welcome. And Mama Kim, are you back yet?
Nope, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so let's start. We'll go in order who came up. So we heard from Steph. LeBrere, we got to chat a little bit with you the other night, but would you mind telling us, how did you come across Kiely's case and what your thoughts and opinions are?
I've followed Adventures with Purpose for a while now, and I have a daughter that's a couple years older than Kiely, so it hits home for me. And coming from the Summer Wells case, it's just kind of go from one to another, kind of. But both of my brothers are in law enforcement. My youngest, they're twins. They're 6 years younger than me. But the one is a detective, 17 years on. So we talk and chat about these cases. When they didn't find her for the first 2 weeks and that, and said Processor Creek Reservoir was cleared, that's when we started thinking, okay, something happened, probably drug overdose, and that's why she's gone and the car's gone. Because if it was an abduction, most of the time they're just going to grab the girl. They're not going to take the car too. One thing that surprised me with law enforcement is when they said that they cleared Processor Creek Reservoir, because obviously that's something law enforcement normally never does. Is they never say where. I shouldn't say never, but most of the time they don't say places they've cleared, just because they don't want somebody going and dumping body or evidence or anything after that. So to come out and not only say that the reservoir is cleared, but we're also scaling back operations. It's just like, wait, what? You know what I mean? And at that point, you would think, no matter what, that reservoir is cleared. Number one, the party was there. Okay, the party was right there. The last place her phone pinged was right there at 12:33. She's supposed to be leaving the party, right around that 12:30 mark. So common sense would say, hey, first place we search is in the reservoir because she maybe, drove in there on the way home. The reservoir and, all around the campgrounds. That you clear that before you go any further. Just because with any, missing person case, you always start from the innermost circle and you work your way out. So when Adventures with Purpose came in and then found her within, 10 feet of water, it's that's when, both of mine and my brother's jaw just like dropped. It's like, wait, what? Especially because it's a reservoir. That water is very clear. It's not like it was the Mississippi River to where there's, trees and things like that falling down. And I'm familiar with the equipment that Adventure with Purpose uses, especially the Garmin Live Scope. I mean, they're used for fishing. I mean, that's what they're fish finders.
Yep. That's what I was
And
telling people. It's like a fishing
and the thing too is that, if you watch the members only video, Nick, he's in training, so he's not experienced as Jared would be or as Doug would be. And Nick is the one who actually came across the vehicle, and he doesn't even have the good. He doesn't have as good of the sonars as like Doug has on his boat. Doug has the Humminbird Solix 12 and then the Garmin LiveScope 34. Which the Garmin LiveScope 34, I mean,
I'm going to interrupt you for 1 second.
Go ahead. No, you're fine.
Sorry, LeBear. I just want to hear from everyone first.
No, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, no, I'll cut out. Go ahead.
I want everyone to hear everyone's thoughts and opinions. So we did hear Steph. Mama Kim, are you back yet?
Nope.
Okay, we'll keep checking in on Mama Kim, making sure she's still there. Living Lake Time. I know your name, but I'm not going to dox you. So
it's
LLT.
Casey, it's okay.
That's what we're gonna call you. Yeah, LLT. What is your how did you first of all hear about Kiely's case and your thoughts and opinion currently?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, you can hear me.
I can
All right.
see
Yeah,
you
no, my
off
name's
screen,
Casey.
just so you know. You can turn your camera off if you want. No.
I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead. I'm ready. Sorry.
So I came across it just because I'm subscribed to Upchurch, Ryan Upchurch. And so basically when I was looking through this case of what he was saying, I was seeing some third parties out off onto the side, just making up nonsense. So I kind of just called him out for it and stayed glued to this case. And honestly, when I started seeing the Project Veritas expose on the sheriff, that's when I really was like, what? And I really wanted to get involved, and I looked into it. And so tonight, a few questions I wrote down. Who is the tow truck guy? Where is Sheriff Wu? What does Handmaid's Tale mean? If anybody knows that one. What's Sammy's deal? Is she a liaison or a salesperson? And I asked that because I come from a marketing background. Seems like they were marketing those pages pretty well. You know, those GoFundMe's and those links, that website. So I see a lot of red flags.
Yeah, there's no shortage of those. That's
Right, especially in this case. Yeah. Did you say you thought Upchurch was just making things up? Is that what you said?
No. I was just watching what he was saying. So I was just watching. It's entertainment. So I'm like, okay, all right, cool, whatever. At first, I'm like, what? Okay, and then I started seeing off YouTube channels that weren't even involved start saying things and making things up and saying that Ryan was sending his fans. What else did they just called the fans names and things, just bad stuff. And I was just basically, I'm like a conspiracy truther type of channel with God at the center of it. So I want to make sure that that people outside of this whole situation that aren't involved aren't lying to their 30-something thousand subscribers for no reason. I mean, that's just wrong. So for me, it's just like, I called that out. He actually apologized. The other guy apologized, and we're all cool now. But the other things, Project Veritas pulling that thing out, I was like, okay, there's something deeper. There's something bigger, and I want to be part of getting to the bottom of it.
Awesome. Mama Kim, you're back.
I am, honey. I want to tell you and son-in-law that Pops said hi.
Hi, Papa Randy.
Yeah, he's up in Michigan.
Oh, Michigan. Oh, my word.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring up, so I just had everyone who's on panel give a rundown how they came across Kiely's case and what their thoughts and opinions are. Do you want to kind of give your quick rundown again, Mama Kim, for everyone that
I haven't given you my opinions yet.
Your
opinions yet.
Let's.
But yeah, we'll get into it.
Let's do. I have someone else backstage. Wollenstein home
Miss
first.
Kim, how are you, ma'am?
Yes.
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Nice to meet you.
Can you again
Nice to meet
give a
you.
quick rundown before I let someone else up on panel? And then we're gonna go deeper into thoughts, opinions, conspiracies, us crazy people, crackheads.
Oh my goodness.
Um,
Definitely the crackheads. Oh my goodness.
Now you didn't really know, you know some of this case, but not a lot, right? You're kind of
Right.
just learning this evening for the most part.
Right. As you know, I'm always looking at breaking news, breaking crime and things. And when I saw her case first come about, I was like, as I said, I got those Gabby Petito vibes from it, like,
Yeah.
damn, this is kind of awkward. And then I kind of was trying to keep an eye on it. And I thought it was taking too long, just to be quite honest, with so many people there and this and that and the other. But as you say, it does make sense. Everybody's not watching everybody. And so
Right.
then all of a sudden I've watched Adventures with Purpose for a long, long time because they're really good at what they do. And when I think that they were going out there, I was like, well, if she can be found, if she's in the water, they're going to do it. Well, I'm talking about almost immediately they found her, and I'm thinking, geez, that was quick.
Yeah.
That was quick. And
Minutes,
yeah,
something
and
like that.
to be quite honest, honey, that's really about all I know about it.
Yeah.
Except what I've learned tonight, which is a lot, and I thank you for that.
A lot already? Okay.
Really, it is, because now I'm so interesting. Like LivingLakeTime, I heard him say, I want to know about this tow truck driver. Let me tell you, me too. There's something up with him. I mean, this was the day after she went missing, correct?
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
he says. I'm going to play a 6-minute clip, but first I'm going to let Wollenstein Home 1965 up. I can see you, sir, and it's totally up to you. I'm going to add you to the stream. If you would like your camera off now, you can, but I'm going to add you now, so totally up to you, just so you know. You ready? Okay. Hello.
Hello there. I'm fine with my picture on.
Okay.
I'm actually laid in bed because it's 4 a.m. in the UK.
Oh my word! Wow.
But I've been waiting to come on for ages. So, can I give my opinion?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. It's probably going to be controversial, but this Nick guy, the tow truck guy, basically what my opinion is, he's put his fingerprints and his DNA all over that car, inside the car, and he's created an alibi for himself to justify a reason why his prints would be in that car now. And I think it's a bit iffy. Miss somebody was on a YouTube channel earlier who said that it was this Nick guy is actually on, or was on, Sammy's old Facebook friends list.
Okay.
No, I don't know how far that's true. But the guy himself, he just sort of put a lot of red flags up for me. First off, when he was first introduced by AWP, they said that he was a lifelong fan and he was also a member. But then in the next breath, he said that he'd never heard about Kiely until a week after. And it doesn't add up to what he's saying. Like I said, he said he actually physically put a seatbelt on, put it into gear and things, and he's put his fingerprints all inside that car.
Oh, okay.
so
Yeah. So
basically-
I've only seen like 6 minutes of that hour video. So wow. Have you seen it, Living Lake Time? Have you seen the whole video?
And
No,
also
no, I
he's-
haven't. I don't.
Okay.
I don't go behind paywalls.
Sorry. Also, this guy, he's not from Prosser. He's from Reno, and in Sammy's video, she actually said that there was people from all over the area from afar. She actually mentioned people from Reno. So I don't know. It just stinks to me.
Hey, I got a question. Do you think he was paid, and now he's feeling guilty? Possibly.
I actually think that this guy has done something to Kiely, and then put a car in the lake. I think he's the one who's done it.
The tow truck would make. Oh my God! Yes, that would.
If the tow truck driver is real, there's
Yeah,
going
I
to be
think he's
video
real.
on it. There's going to be video on it.
Yeah, but even if there's video, it doesn't make any difference because that would just strengthen the guy's alibi.
Mm-hmm.
Which tow truck companies have corporate? Because I remember him saying that he's like the corporate, the video, I guess, some video on the tow truck.
Yeah, they have it. Apparently, it's what we really need to watch is what Jared was saying on. Is it okay to say somebody's channel on here, Cher?
Yeah. Yep.
I always just want to make sure. I don't know all the rules and stuff, so I try to.
There's only like 3 people I don't endorse on my platform, but yeah.
I just never want to like disrespect anybody. On Miss Zap Girl's channel last night, she had Jared on there, and he really went into detail about this, and he's pretty much sold on it from what I can tell. Now I pray that he vetted it in that and I'll just leave it at that until we watch it.
I'm gonna pull up. What the hell is? Okay, that's why I'm on the wrong account. I'm not going to pull up Zev Girl's thing either, but I'm going to pull up that 6-minute clip. That Cotton Candy is Cotton Candy Boobs in the chat still? Yes, she is, right? I haven't. She's gotta be. I'm gonna pull that up, Cotton Candy. But I gotta hold up.
I'm ready to get into some conspiracies.
Yes,
I want to know. I want to know all the good stuff.
I just want to play that one clip for
them.
Mama Kim. Let me switch my account because it's not pulling up on this one.
Kim wants experience. How you doing, Kim?
Yeah, I'm good.
You want some conspiracies, don't you?
I do. I definitely love this tow truck guy. This tow truck guy is already on my sketchy list.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't know anything, I mean, if he's seen her the next day, and he knows she's all kind of jacked up and
Here's
she's a
the thing,
16-year-old kid, there's already a damn issue here.
No, now that I'm remembering though, in this clip, you're going to hear him say he doesn't remember if it was Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, which is weird to me. And he's like, all my days as a tow truck driver kind of like run together, whatever. I kind of get that, but I also kind of don't.
He should have paperwork, right? He said he should have everything logged, especially if it was a kid. That was acting.
Can I just say before you play the clip?
1 second.
Can I just say before you play the clip that when he was describing, he was obviously describing Jagger.
Yeah, I think so as well.
And to be fair, he would have seen Jagger all over the media, all over the news.
Yeah.
So, he had basically a portrait to.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. I see.
I like the way you think. Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, oh, so he just watched the show before he waved someone down. That's why I'm playing the guilt thing. I think he was paid this, and he's feeling guilty. I mean, I don't know why is the sheriff's office so hands off? Where is Mr. Sheriff Wu? That's what I want to know. Was he in any of these conferences? I didn't see him in the background of any of them. Maybe I missed it. But that's what I want to know. Why is Sheriff Wu not heading this up if this is national coverage? Is it because he's the coroner? Then we should be looking into something else, right? Like why? Why is that still a thing?
Mm-hmm.
That's just my 2 cents.
There's definitely a rabbit off.
Yep, be respectful. Be adults in chat, people. Like I mean, it's not that hard. It's kindergarten rules around here. You should be able to handle it. That's really that. I'm gonna play it right now. I am. Yep, for Mama Kim to be able to see a little clip of it. Now, this is going to be public for everybody, from my understanding, tomorrow on Adventure with Purposes channel. So, yeah, I wasn't really going to go live tonight, but there was just so much I wanted to get on panel. And also I like to distract my mind sometimes when I have a headache instead of whining in bed about it. Okay. Cotton candy boobs. She said she unprivated it, right? Let me text her. I'm sorry. You can talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
Hey, real quick, since while you're doing that, to link the date to the 6th, the tow truck driver, right after he left, pulled down the street and called his girlfriend because how odd it was. And the girlfriend knows that it was the 6th because it's her dad's birthday. This was one of the things that Jared talked about last night. And supposedly the rest of the interview that he has with the tow truck driver will blow our minds. And there is a second members only part coming out tomorrow, supposedly.
See, I'm sort of erring on the side where the part where they're going to blow our minds, where it's going to end up that it was the tow truck driver.
That's what I'm saying. Like who has the messages or the voice call or the proof that he pulled over and called his girlfriend? You know,
right.
I mean, that's a good
Where
story
does
to
that
tell
come
people.
from?
Oh, she knows because she wants me out of jail. She doesn't want me to go to jail. She knows I was paid to deliver something. Don't know what it was. I don't know. This is just, I watch too much TV.
Right.
Also, he thought it was important enough to tell his girlfriend, but really, if he thought that there was something not
why didn't he call the police?
I mean, it probably scared him. He probably like, I got paid a bunch. How do you go to the police if the police are the ones doing it?
Yeah.
But that's my
Hey, I don't know too much on the sheriff. Does he have a son that was at the party? Hold on here. Let me grab
Now, yes, he does. Okay, so I'm glad you went there. I was kind of digging into the same, and from his
Nate,
family
this is
photo.
Nate, correct? Yep. All right, and now, so this is just some of the rumors I read on chat today. I haven't gone down any of this or anything. And normally I try on this stuff, I always tell myself, keep it simple, stupid, so you don't go down, a bunch of crazy rabbit holes. I always tell myself, keep it simple, stupid, stay on, because there's always just so many BS. But this was, Nate's dad is the sheriff. That's why there's a lot of cover up, and supposedly Nate is Sammy's ex and Kiely's new secret.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Fling, and that's why.
Wait, say that again.
Okay, so Nate
Sammy
is obviously
is Jaggers.
No, Sammy and Nate used to be boyfriend and girlfriend.
Okay.
And I guess broke up, and now Nate and Kiely had a secret thing going, and this is why Sammy is mad and kind of lured Kiely to the party. And again, this is just some crazy stuff that was going on, some of the stuff today. And
who is this Nate again? I heard that name. Who's Nate?
I heard it was the sheriff's son.
I'm
really
looking right now because I can't find where that.
But again, I haven't researched any of that.
Yeah, he's got. I can't remember here. Oh, here. Okay, hold on. Let me see here.
Yeah, the person's just said something there in chat about that he could describe it could describe sort of the boy in really good detail, but not much about the girl, and that is just, to me, he's suspect.
Well, one thing with that too is there's so many kids that age that look like that, and they're in California. So how many kids have San Francisco, California? San Francisco. My mind just went blank. San Francisco baseball team hat. The other thing is where Jared said in the video last night that they ID'd the male. So what that means, I would love to know.
Well, it obviously can't be Jagger because he would be locked up if they ID'd him.
That's what I thought.
But Jagger and Kiely apparently broke up that day that she went missing. They broke up. He has like 2 videos posted on his Instagram. If I find them, I'll put them on my community post. But I saw them both, and he was pissed and talking about, he doesn't say they broke up, but you get the gist that they broke up. And then I think it was Sammy also said they were single, living their best life or whatever. Not that you can trust her or believe her, but I think there was a possible breakup before she went missing.
And there was another thing I was thinking about, and I know it's a little bit sinister, but
here's Wayne's kids, by the way. So I think that's his daughter and son-in-law. They all have brown hair, but yeah, these are his kids. I think that's his daughter and son-in-law.
Yeah, another point I was going to make there is when Nick the diver came up. I mean, although it was his first dive, and I'm sure, I certainly couldn't do anything like that. But he's going to be shocked regardless what state she was in. But when he said it was suspect, and obviously that she's in the back seat, my initial thought was like, is she tied up or is she naked? And it just something's off with it. To be fair, if it was an accident, it would have been done and dusted by now, wouldn't it? So there's obviously something amiss with this case.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Steph.
When everybody gets a chance to watch the AWP video, you will be able to see the car.
Okay.
With the drone, you can actually see it, and there's other.
Yeah.
You can actually see the car, and there were reports days before, people out with their drones able to see the car where it was.
Let me pull up this video quick for Mama Kim. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. What was I going to say? The crackling noise. Sometimes when I share the mic. Oh, Steph's mic is crackling. No, she's muted. She's muted. Sometimes when I share screen, I have this weird echo. So when I mute, you can't hear it. We tried that. Well, we'll just work with it. I'm going to pull up. Thank you, Cotton Candy Boobs. Where is it? Okay. Hold up. I also have a lot of windows open too, so that could be it. Okay.
Rodni case just down the street in Truckee, California. Hey, Nick, a longtime supporter, fan of ours, appreciate you for coming up to us, possibly has some information in regards to the Kiely Rodni case. So why don't you explain a little bit about what you may have run into?
So my name is Nick. I work at the Emergency Roadside Assistance Program. I got a call up in Truckee at Fukkk for a battery call. So pretty much that means that the vehicle can't start. So I went en route up there, found the vehicle. At the time, I didn't realize that this was a situation until later on. But
let me stop right there. You said you went to Boca.
Yes, sir.
So over near Boca Lake.
Yes, sir.
So not Prosser Lake. Prosser Creek Lake.
It's right by Prosser Creek.
Yeah, so just north. So you went to Boca.
At first, when I went there, I realized after my test that everything was working great on the vehicle. At that point in time, I did notice that she was very hesitant and very skeptical on everything that was going on. She was asking me really weird questions, in the sense of how do you put on your seatbelt correctly, and okay.
So when Mark gets back in here, he was saying if this is a thing, why didn't he call the police then?
I agree. I mean, asking how do you put your seatbelt on, it was her car. Yeah,
Yeah, but he was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, weird things
that's
happen
weird.
all the time when you're a tow truck driver," and I was like, "Yeah, I kind of understand that because my ex's cousin was tow truck company Twin Cities Towing in Minnesota, but I kind of understood that, but then I'm like, no, kind of not, because if I'm a tow truck company and I'm towing someone and there's that issue, I'm probably calling the police, not allowing them to apparently drive
Yeah,
away.
that's what I was gonna say. You
Well,
wouldn't want him to
did you
drive
hear
away.
him? He said emergency roadside assistant program. That's the company. So a quick little search. California has a free roadside assistance program that no one seems to know about. Literally, that's the title of the article.
Oh.
So who does he
that's
work for? He
interesting.
works for the state.
Okay. So no, that's
I think he might if there's no company because he did say emergency roadside assistant program,
He
and that's
did
the
say that.
California program that I just looked up.
I'm just gonna rewind that.
He wouldn't.
Just before you
He
start
wouldn't
playing
be
that,
the
everyone on the panel, if you could mute yourselves until you're going to speak, that might stop the clicking.
This Nick guy.
It's
He
too
wouldn't
many
be the person.
people on there.
He wouldn't be the person employed to tow trucks away that didn't pay in Prosser, would he?
Say that again.
This Nick guy, the roadside guy, he wouldn't be the one responsible for sort of clamping cars, towing cars away what didn't pay the parking.
We don't know. That would just be speculation at this point. I mean, we could.
And I'd also ask the question, who dispatched him?
Right.
Who is the one dispatching him? And the reason I bring this up because there's a dispatcher that works for the state or the county anyway. And I think it might be the state that has the same name as one of the donors to Mr. Wu.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Well,
you know, this is all new to me. This little roadside assistance program from this guy. I mean, we're all going to find out the full thing, but that's just who does he work for? That's what I want to know.
That is a great question.
Who does tow truck guy work for?
Is that lady off camera eating?
And still, where is Sheriff Wu?
I don't know what you're talking about. What lady off camera eating? We don't care what the people on their camera are doing. We're like listening
I
to
don't think it's my mic. I mean, I hear it too, but I don't think it's coming
Yeah,
from
just
here.
everybody, if you're not speaking, just mute
That's-
yourselves. It might help.
Yeah, but and then kind of. Anyway, the sounds rehearsed. It all sounds like we've all been fed this narrative, right? That's where the conspiracy theories are coming in, but you can't ignore that AWP was told and given a map, and they said, actually, I'm not typing, thanks anyway, but they said that they were given a map and that they were made to believe that that area was searched thoroughly and that it didn't need to be searched.
Why?
Boom, that's
That
where the
makes no
car
sense.
is.
Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense.
Right.
So maybe this guy who's
It's like
waited a week. He's waited a week.
Or working for the state, like
over there.
LLT. Yep.
And then all of a sudden, he just waves down the Ventures with Purpose, and then he says, "Oh yeah, by the way, they weren't listening to me."
Yeah,
So,
after a week.
Were you somebody as a witness dispatched when somebody needed help? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Dr. Phil. All right, I'm going to start this over. Are you
Saturday,
there, Mama Kim?
Sunday operations for this
I am.
service is 10 a.m. to 6 a.m. 10. That's a weird. Is that a typo? That's got to be a typo. 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
10 a.m. to 6
Can I
p.m.?
leave this in the
Or 10
chat?
a.m.
I'm
to
gonna leave
6
this in
p.m.?
the chat.
Yeah, you're a mod, so you should be able to leave. Yep.
All right, there you
And
go.
I can
So
pull
everyone
it
can
up
see
anyway,
what
too.
article I'm looking at here. This just says California has a free roadside assistance program that no one seems to know about. And there's a fella here who talks about it.
I'll pull that up. Let's listen to this, and then I'll actually.
And
pull
another
up
thing
that
about
link.
this is it was a curfew on license. I mean, are they like, do they
Yes.
get permission to stay out there?
Thank you. That's what I was saying. I Googled it live
like
If
2
she
days
just
ago.
turned if she just turned 17, then she's
Right,
had
then
a good license for 6 months.
Then nope. Then she has to have it
I think
for a
that's the
year.
thing.
I think it said. Yep. So
Yeah, my
she didn't have
granddaughter
her
just got
license.
hers. My granddaughter just got her license, 16 years
That's
old.
why.
Yeah, it's just all
Yeah,
strange.
she's got to be
where it's
home by
like,
11.
why? And then why not the alert level of missing person? Like, what else would it be?
Mm-hmm.
Is it from the jump they knew it wasn't a missing person?
She didn't have her full license then for sure if she just turned 17 today. And why would her mom say, okay, you can drive home, you're late, it's midnight 30 now, okay, see you later? Like, that doesn't make sense. She might have been pulled over leaving a party.
Right.
Or
Just
you know,
another quick point. Just another quick point that if this guy who Kylie was supposed to be with had a phone, do you not think that she would have phoned their mum?
Well, they're saying she did.
No, they did when this tow truck guy was turned up.
Well, no, her phone was turned off. And I didn't that tow truck. Well, I'm going to play this because I thought he said her phone was dead.
Yeah, her phone was dead, but if she was with a guy who had a phone who was supposed to have rang the assistance guy, do you not think she would have used his phone to phone her mum?
I have no idea. Not if it's her boyfriend who's abusive. No. Like, I mean, we just don't know. We don't even know. Was it Jagger? Who was it? I have no idea. But I mean, it's all fair question. I mean, I don't know. If it's a guy who she's with and he's controlling, no, probably wasn't allowed to call her mom. But who knows at this point? It's all a clusterfuck. And it's all what people are going to label as conspiracy to make us all sound nuts. But I'm sorry, things are not adding up. It's at this point solid theories and questions, not conspiracy, in my
I
opinion.
like some of the chat saying actors.
Yeah.
I don't know
Hey, we
about
gotta
that.
be-
I don't know.
we
I think
gotta
it's
be
more
careful.
I think it's more of like look there, don't look there, just like they said.
Yeah. I'm not sure about, well, I think there's definitely acting going on and narratives being fed to everybody. But I do think that there was a Kylie. I think somebody's plan went wrong yeah.
Sorry, Ash.
And it just may be actually an actual tactic from the sheriffs to actually do this type of stuff. I mean, it's a weird tactic and it might work, but it's like, that's kind of shady to do this, put out false information everywhere.
But
they're allowed to do that.
But I would think it's weird is that how.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's a possibility. We got to think of.
I'm sorry. I just think it's weird that her car was only 50 yards.
We all think that's weird. Yep.
And the cops searched that area.
Yep.
People
Well, there was like 3 searches in that area.
People days before had their drones out, and you can clearly see something in that area.
Well, yeah, I guess that differs. But here's the other thing, though, Steph. How can we trust every picture that's out there right now? We can't.
That's true.
We can't trust the pictures that are out there at this point.
I think it's fishy with the cops.
It is for sure. Thank you, Trisha.
County is as corrupt as can be. We all know that.
Yeah. Let's go through this video from the beginning. And here, I want Kim's still waiting to hear this. Sorry, and then I want to pull that website up from LLT posted.
Case just down the street in Truckee, California. And Nick, a longtime supporter, fan of ours, appreciate you for coming up to us, possibly has some information in regards to the Kiely Rodni case. So why don't you explain a little bit about what you may have run into?
So my name is Nick. I work at an emergency roadside assistance program. I got a call up in Truckee, Boca, for a battery call. So pretty much that means that the vehicle can't start. So I went en route up there, found the vehicle. At the time, I didn't realize that this was a situation until later on. But
let me stop right there. You said you went to Boca.
Yes, sir.
So over near Boca Lake.
Yes, sir.
So not Prosser Lake, Prosser Creek Lake.
It's right by Prosser Creek.
Yeah, so just north. So you went to Boca.
At first, when I went there, I realized after my test that everything was working great on the vehicle. At that point in time, I did notice that she was very hesitant and very skeptical on everything that was going on. She was asking me really weird questions, like in the sense of, how do you put on your seatbelt correctly? And like, okay, and she asked me to show her on how to connect it to like her actual belt. After that, she was stating on how she was there all night and she couldn't get her vehicle started due to the fact that now we both realized it was in neutral. She was wearing a sweatshirt, so it looked like she has been there for quite a while.
What color was the sweatshirt?
It was a gray sweatshirt.
Gray sweatshirt. Was it dark gray or light gray?
It was light gray.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, there was a guy there that was with her at time being. He was wearing a black San Francisco flat top ball cap facing forwards. Brown hair that's sticking out just a little bit on the sides. It was kind of like they were both kind of at unease is what it looked like for me, like as if either they had a crazy night or a crazy day or there's something going on I couldn't know, and at the time I didn't realize what was going on. But other than that, he was a thinner built guy is the best way I could put it, with a bro tank, and it was a white bro tank. He had some freckles on his face, like, or maybe it was like acne or whatnot, but it was on both sides of his face. He was also a little bit like shorter than me, so I'm 6'3".
In hindsight, you're realizing all of this. When do you think that this took place? Was it before, during the day, after she disappeared?
To be honest with you, it's either right after she disappeared or right before she disappeared. But it was around noonish, like 11 o'clock in the morning when I got out to her. During that period of time, after the period, I told her that I was going to leave and I hope you have a great day. Vehicle, I told her to keep it running for a couple of hours to obviously make sure everything's working good on the vehicle, charging system wise. At that point in time, then I left, and then a week later is when I saw at a coffee shop that she was gone.
You saw this on a flyer or something?
Yeah, but then everything spiraled out of control, and I got in contact with the detective and tried to do everything I could, and then I saw you guys.
Now we know we probably have a tie to Boca, which was already on my radar. Do you know who placed the call to your roadside company?
So I can't get details. Calls don't go through me. They go through
dispatch. So you don't have. So when you were digitally dispatched, did you call them to say you were coming, or you just showed up?
I did call, and nothing went through. It went straight to voicemail. Yeah.
Do you know if she had a phone on her at the time?
She did state that her phone was dead, so she used whatever guy, whoever this was, she used his phone. So that's how she did get in contact.
And what was, you mentioned like she was asking funny questions and acting weird.
Granted, I at the time I didn't realize again that.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in the towing industry my whole life, so you see a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of weird stuff, and it's actually pretty normal. So I can see why at the time it's just a normal call.
She kept on going over that, like how do you like secure your seatbelt that like firmly and like do it correctly, and that's
when she was asking this, was the guy that she was with right there too?
He was on the opposite side of the car,
so he could hear the conversation as well.
Every single time the guy would come over to us, she would go on to the other side, and it was just like a back and forth, like a tag team, better to say. Like one person would come over, she wouldn't stay near him, and then it would go vice versa. Or if we were at the front of the car going about the battery and talking about the battery, he was always on one side, she was on the other. They were never close to each other.
She was uncomfortable. Yeah, because that screams awkwardness and someone being uncomfortable. And when in that scenario, if he was there with her, he should have been right next to her. If not dealing with you the entire time, and not her. Did she seem high or intoxicated, or?
I thought that maybe she was either hungover or just had a really rough day. She looked distressed.
Can you show me on the map where you saw her?
Absolutely.
All right, so we're here in Reno. Let's go down to Truckee. There's Prosser, there's Boca. Just drop a pin on the road exactly where you saw her.
Well, we're at the right place, right? Boca, you come in, you follow this road down. I think that is the turnout right there. Yeah, this is it. And so right there, how she was coming out this way,
so
and
her front end was facing 894.
Yeah.
All right. And did you leave before her, or did she leave before you?
I left before her.
Was there anybody else around?
There was people far back here, yes, but not near her, no.
Did you notice anything in particular in her car at all?
I mean, besides perfume bottles and actually there was a perfume bottle that was in the center console, and that was all that I recall, to be honest.
Did she have anything on her keys at all?
I don't remember.
Did you say that you guys have cameras that could possibly get some sort of facial recognition on?
Yeah, so we do indeed. We have cameras facing front and rear of our vehicles, as well as that we do have like audio, so we can pick up audio from inside and outside of the truck. So we did have that, and I'm guaranteed, I mean, my vehicle is facing directly towards hers, so, and that's how I normally do it for my protection.
What's the window you're giving us of when this happened?
Either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, I believe. Because the weekends I usually cover Truckee, so, and that Friday I also worked in Truckee, so, yeah.
If you were to make a bet on what day it was, what would you say?
When I was looking back under my GPS, under my phone where I've been, I was there both Saturday and Sunday, farther into Boca.
Everything you just heard unfolded right here where I'm standing, talking about where Nick described him parking his service van. When he pulled up to give the battery service to Kiely, he parked his van right here, facing that direction. Her vehicle was parked right over here, facing 894, that way. We're going outside of what we would normally do because we're normally working cold cases that have hardly had any.
And that's that.
You know, at first
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's a lot to take in.
I'm like, I don't know what to think, because at first I was like, oh yeah, he's in on it, and then I'm like, man, I feel bad, because if he really did have that little feeling of I should have done more during that situation of her showing visible signs of she's maybe in distress, then that's like guilt. That's like, man, that moment that you
I
realize.
agree. I'm with you on that. I
It's
feel
just,
like the dude's trying
you
to
know,
help.
So, and where
yeah,
this
I
kind
changed my
of where
mind on
things
the
got
whole
verified.
conspiracy on that one. Just
So where things kind of got verified is supposedly he, right after he leaves here, he pulls up the street and he calls his girlfriend because of how odd it is, and talks to her about it. Now the girlfriend father's birthday was on the 6th, so that's how the girlfriend knows that it happened on Saturday the 6th. Jared supposedly vetted the tow truck driver and his girlfriend, who is a nurse. So this is why Jared is feeling that these people are so real, and what the tow truck driver is saying is real.
yeah.
He also went on to say this is just part of the interview, and the rest of the interview will blow our minds with what he's saying. And there's 2 videos he has to ready to release, just depending on how things progress, I guess, with law enforcement and everything.
Right. I think when they do the autopsy, they will be able to determine the time of death. If she died at later date than the date she went missing, they should be able to see that.
It depends. Yeah.
For sure, they already have that. And if you think about it, they've been transparent on everything. I mean, they even let Adventures with Purpose come in and dive. Most places don't do that. And since she was found and said that, hey, they're doing the autopsy, the only thing they said is, yes, this is Kiely, but haven't released anything else. And the FBI took the case over.
And I'm wondering if he was placed after when the cops did their search of that lake before AWP showed up.
That car was not there until I'm talking. Okay, you want LLT conspiracy time? That car placed there after it was searched, or there the entire time?
I think it was placed after.
Okay. How about you, LeBrer?
I don't see how the vehicle could have been missed in 10, 11, 12 feet of water, in that clear of water. I honestly think, as crazy as this sounds, I honestly think that it's more likely that the vehicle was put in afterwards than it is that many people missed that car when supposedly it was searched and searched and searched. And they even told them, you don't need to check this, it's cleared. And if you look, when Adventures with Purpose is there diving, there is nobody there. It's crazy. You'd think that there'd still be maybe one at least law enforcement agent, staked out there. There's literally nobody there. Anybody could have came back and dumped it. Now, you would think it would be very hard for somebody to get that vehicle from wherever it was and hiding back to the lake with as hot as it is.
Mm.
But if you got dirty cops in on it,
of course,
right.
they're going to do
okay.
everything.
What about you, Living Lake Time? Do you think it was there the entire time, or placed after the searches?
no idea.
No idea. Okay.
No idea. I mean, honestly, it's like, okay, so this guy moves the goalpost forward. She was not in the lake at the time of the party ending.
Mm.
now. She's now in, earlier or later, but the next day in the morning. So I don't know if we go with that, or is that's fact. I don't know. So that's, at this moment, I do not know.
What about you, Wallenstein?
It's quite possible that it was put in the lake later, because the perfect guy to do it without rousing any suspicion would be a tow truck guy. The one thing what I noticed is where that they actually taped something off. Did you see on Prosser Lake on the edge where they taped some off with cones? I'm just wondering if that's where maybe the tow truck was placed to put her in the water. I don't know. It just it's so complicated, the whole thing, because there's that much of it. And to be honest, to be fair as well, I think what's complicated it more is YouTube, because it's had so, that it's, the old saying, there's too many chiefs, not enough Indians. And I think that's probably, it has caused like a little bit of a confusion with it, because there's so many people are coming up with so many ideas. Nobody knows what to believe. And in this case, there's so many lies, what with Sammy and people like her. Like I say, you just don't know what to believe. But this tow truck guy, to me, he just seems to put himself right there. He's created the perfect alibi for his fingerprints being inside the truck, his DNA being inside the truck. So I don't know. It's just a weird one.
I kind of looked at it on the opposite end. Maybe that's why they called the tow truck driver. Hey, how do you work the seatbelt? So the tow truck driver's touching the seatbelt. Oh,
quite
we
possible.
can't, it's not in gear. So then he's touching it. Well, that's then the tow truck driver's
quite
DNA's all over it.
I think it's just weird. Right at 12:30, all those kids left that party.
Well, that's what we're told that, but do I think that everyone just poof disappeared the party exact same time? No, that's just the narrative we're being fed. Well, babe, what do you think about the car being? Do you think it was there the entire time, or do you think it was placed there after the searches, or what do you think?
Well, if law enforcement searched that lake, they would have seen it. So for my mind, it would have had to have been put there after, unless they didn't actually search and just said they did.
See, another thing, see when Ryan Upchurch, when he showed the video of the CRV at the back of that police place, and it was backed up to the garage,
Sure. Objection. Thank you for the super chat. And it absolutely is weird, because Ryan did say right before she was found, he was asked on, I don't remember whose panel, they said, do you think Kiely will be found? Ryan said she'll be found within 6 days. And she was found within 24 to 48 hours after he said that. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And only 4 days after Zaname kayaked over the area? 4 days, right?
Yeah. I know one thing I noticed as well, I checked out, when Ryan said the Impact 911 place was a security place. Well, there's also another place which it's a division of law enforcement, and it's called Impact 911, and it deals only in child trafficking and things like that. And which is why people were saying at the time that the Zaname could be working for the FBI or the police.
AWP, their video, when you get to see it, there is a lot of soot on the car, on the vehicle. So I'm wondering if her car was transferred from one lake to another. Because they said for only being in the car for 14 days, it had a lot of soot on it. It was very, very, very dirty.
It was actually.
So I'm just wondering if they had her located at one spot, then transfer her back to another where she was found, because they said if it was only 14 days, her car shouldn't have been that dirty. So I know with the forensic testing, they can actually find out if her car was in another lake from with the suit and everything, from the chemical makeup of different ponds and everything. And that just gets me wondering if she was placed in another place beforehand, in another pond or body of water, and they transferred that car to that lake.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I don't think they have to do all they probably would never order the forensics enough to determine two different lakes, but that would be an interesting trick for somebody who knows what would happen if you had to, I don't know, search there, search there, search over there, search over there. I don't know. It's just one of those look there, look over there again.
Mm-hmm.
That's I like your point. You've got you're flowing now. You're flowing. I like it.
Thanks. It just seems, it's just when the diver came back, he's like, it's so sooty. And if you can look at that water isn't that sooty from above. You look down. I mean, there's some suit in there, but it shouldn't have been as bad as it was for those 14 days if she was in that spot.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Objection.
Thank you.
The plot thickens.
Yeah, I mean, every hour it really does. There was a lot of cell phones out. Yep. So
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Now, there's a lot of speculation on there was a party, there wasn't a party. Steph, do you think there was a party or the party staged as well?
I'm iffy on that.
Okay.
Because you got that one picture of those people fighting. And I'm just wondering, that picture is you don't see the people fighting. I'm just wondering if it was Kiely and Sammy or whoever was fighting and she was accidentally killed during the fight.
Oh.
It seemed strange that picture that they showed you, that it just didn't look like a party. There was nobody with drinks. There was nobody having a good time. They were just all stood there looking at something.
Yeah.
You know how
as if it was
teenagers
staged.
are.
So, Wolstein, you think there wasn't a party? Or
I'm not saying there wasn't a party. I don't think it was as big as what they made out. I think people were brought into it. The numbers were brought into it to complicate things, to sort of spread the suspicion out over people. It's like Kiely said. She said there was people from Reno, San Francisco, and this guy just happens to be from Reno. This tow truck guy, because apparently they met him in some supermarket car park, which there isn't a branch of in Truckee. The branch is in Reno, so I'm surmising that he's from Reno. This guy. That's where AWP met him, in the car park.
Yep. That girl, good to see you, Boo. Thank you. Car 5-foot recovery, water depth 10.2. Slanted clear water. Divers would have been able to visualize the car because only 5 feet left to visualize, in my opinion.
See, the sort of perfect person to transport a car around what's not supposed to be seen would be a tow truck driver.
A tow truck.
Because everybody would look at it and think nothing about it, you know.
LivingLakeTime. What's your thoughts and opinions on the whole party situation?
It's like I said, I'm focused on me personally, I'm focused on this sheriff, this guy, because to me there's Project Veritas proof that he had at least 2 people on video that he was talking to them personally about a thing that he had with an underage girl.
Yep.
It was kind of like written off as, oh, at the time she was 18, so it's no big deal. To me, that's like, what? So, and then the big case was, I guess somebody it seemed like a big cover up. So I want the truth of that. That's what I want the truth of. The Kiely Rodni case, I mean, it's a lot. We just got to wait for AWP. I mean, honestly,
so Kim doesn't know about Mr. Wayne Wu. He is the I believe the lead investigator on Kylie's case, Mama Kim, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been convicted.
It was like the Mr. Wu's thing was like he said on when the Project Veritas guy was interviewing him, you know, when they track him down and run him down and all that good stuff. That's entertaining. But he was just like, "Oh, I'm exonerated. I'm exonerated."
Exonerated.
And it's like, hold on. But we have on paper, and you could look this stuff up.
Yeah.
There's on paper that somebody said that you told them 16 years old.
Yes, 16 and pregnant. The sheriff, who is also the coroner, the sheriff, and the
so that's my focus. I want to know about that guy. I want to know, where is Sheriff Wu?
He slept with a 16-year-old girl, and they all swept it under the rug. And also another sheriff there who's his subordinate or something.
And here's the thing: so if you just go to the website of the sheriff's office, and you could see the roster.
She was there for a ride along, and he was raping her, and she apparently became pregnant. No, that's okay. She apparently became pregnant, and he had her have an abortion.
The sheriff.
Yes, Wayne Wu.
I should have explained all that. Sorry, I get into this.
No, that's okay.
This mode that I'm inputting things. It's very important to output sometimes.
Damn it.
I have to keep remembering that she doesn't know like almost anything yet.
I apologize.
So the sheriff is also the coroner? Is that what you're saying? The sheriff is also the coroner.
And there's something else too. Do you remember Living Lake? There's the sheriff, the coroner, and I can't remember. The sheriff, the coroner. Well, let's just.
You said he led up this case too. I mean, of course, he's the sheriff. But I didn't see him in any of the. Maybe I missed it. Was he in any of the press meetings?
I was wondering that yesterday myself, and I forgot to look at that aspect of it. But
because here's the thing, there's people in that press meeting. There was people in that press meeting. If you go to their website, there's a list of all the top-notch, sheriffs. And you look up, you could go, it's public information. You could look up their salaries, and they make 2 to 3.5 times the California average for sheriff. And it's like 500,000 people in your county. How's that? Why?
Wow.
Maybe they got the books good. I don't know. Is the taxes good for, there is a lot of vacation taxes. So I could see that, but
there was a channel on I watched earlier. There was a lady who, she actually looked into the salary of this guy, and when he was under sheriff in 2020, he was on over $500,000 a year.
Yeah. It's like, what? So hold up. Let me go. You just got to move to the place you want to be sheriff. I guess that's the thing. You just move to the place that pays the most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is a deep subject. I don't know if you want to get into what they're thinking, but Ryan was talking about what if it was a trafficking thing.
Yeah, I have been questioning that myself.
And because he's proven he's linked to it.
Yeah.
If these cops are linked to it,
they've brought it up too.
What if they were trying to get her?
Really quick, sorry to interrupt you, Steph. I want to play a video for Kim. And it explains a lot better, nicely packaged. It's from Sarah
Sarah Seeking Spirits channel again, and it's a little bit about Wayne Wu that we'll play through, and then I'm gonna pull up, if it's okay with Living Lake Time, one of his shorts that he also put together. I'm gonna play after this because it's very interesting, and I know you, Mama Kim, are gonna find when he pulls up who's donating and the donation amounts. I know you're gonna then be like hooked on digging deeper into this rabbit hole after.
Yeah, I already
know
am.
it.
I'm
Hey
already.
guys, before you start the video, I'm just going to jump off.
Okay.
Well, I'm still going to watch, but I might fall asleep because it's like I said, it's 5 o'clock
That's
now.
right. Well, thank you so much for joining. It's good
It's
to have
been-
you a part of it, and you're welcome anytime.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you all.
Mr. Wilson Holmes, pleasure to meet you, sir.
And you too, mate. Thank you.
Have a good evening. Sleep well.
And you. Thank you. Bye.
Hope to talk to you later. Thanks.
We have a great panel tonight. Can I just say, like, sure, I'm biased probably, but it's a great conversation this evening. I'm enjoying it.
It is. I'm glad to meet you. I'm going to go subscribe to Living Lake Time.
Yep.
It's Casey. You can just call me Casey.
Oh, can I? I
Okay,
didn't want to. I didn't know. I don't do that to people. Like if they don't, you know what I
Right.
mean.
No, it's fine. Yeah.
Chaos Queen, welcome to the Crazy Train. Choo choo! Thank you so much
Good
for
to meet
becoming
you,
a
Casey.
member. Let me pull that video up for
Nice
you, Mama.
meeting you. Thank you.
Make sure you check her channel out, y'all. Sarah Saving Spirits.
Yeah, it's really living on Lake Time because my business is Lake Time, but it's kind of like vlog channel living Lake. I don't know. It was shorter than living on Lake Time. I guess.
It works.
Yeah,
It
I
works.
like it.
Self-explanatory.
He was like, I'm not a true crime channel, really. And I'm like, your mind is what we want around here. So you should come on over to True Crime more.
Honestly, look, I think everybody just should start a YouTube channel. It is the future. Like, there's a lot of people been doing it. Yeah, definitely. Everybody's been doing this for a while, but it's just now getting ready to take off. So it's like, just speak your mind. People will listen.
My husband's been doing it for. How long have you been doing YouTube, babe? 6 years.
Yeah. I'm what, 6 months? Hi.
Wow, really?
Yeah, but
Wow.
what I did is basically I'm like, okay, so all I do is watch YouTube. Why can't I just flip this portal that we got and just flip it around and just kind of like, oh, hey, talk about what I see on YouTube, but back at you.
I like it.
Thank you, Sally. Love you too, hon.
Oh, I gotta pull my chat up. All right, let me play this video. Sorry. Hi. I'm just kidding. Hi. Oh shoot! Turn my mic off. Yes.
My camera went down. Give me one moment.
Okay. Oh, I'm not sharing. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Videos, I got
There we go.
actual legal documents, correspondence from DAs and the like. We've got some real stuff here. So, did you know that the sheriff of Placer County, where Kiely Rodni was found, is Wayne Wu? Did you know that Wayne Wu is not only the sheriff, but he is also the coroner and the marshal? Did you know that Wayne Wu was part of a cover-up to hide the fact that he had sexual relations with an underage girl while he was the undersheriff? Did you know that the current sheriff at the time did an in-house investigation and covered it up? Did you know that Wayne Wu was put into office 6 months early because the current sheriff, Devin Bell, was battling accusations of illegal misconduct? Did you know that Sheriff Wayne Wu was the person who handled Kiely Rodni's autopsy and identified that it was indeed her, even though he has no medical training of any kind and zippo nada coroner experience?
Wow.
Do you still think you're going to receive accurate and honest autopsy results about the Kiely Rodni case? Especially since the sheriff's department has been caught in lies during the investigation, such as Wayne Wu and the entire department made public statements that they welcome anyone to help in the search for Kiely Rodni. And yet many locals and even some search teams were stopped from searching by the same sheriff and department and were told they couldn't go search in most areas because they could potentially affect and mess up any evidence. Also, the sheriff department claimed to have been searching rigorously for weeks in specific areas, including the exact area where Kiely was found by AWP. And again, locals are saying that there has not been a lot of police presence in those areas. So what do you think is going on? I don't know exactly what's going on, but I do know that it's nothing good. I've looked up actual legal documents, letters and correspondence from the DA, news channels, and the sheriff's department. I have found all kinds of interesting things. I'll leave links to everything in the description below.
She sure did.
Wayne Wu has made public statements and threats that he will sue and go after anyone who brings up these accusations. But I'm broke. So, haha, let him come.
If you ran a story on it, God help you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they'll come after you.
Wayne would.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They would. I mean, he has an attorney.
Oh, yeah.
He has friends.
Besides, the
He's
truth is
got
more important
friends.
than the empty threats of a dirty sheriff and his dirty predecessor. This won't be the first time that I've blasted or outed a dirty sheriff. Probably won't be the last.
Probably
He
not.
may be able to hide the truth in his tiny little backwoods county, but he can't stop the truth anywhere else, and it's about time it gets told. So again,
Amen.
it looks like the previous sheriff coroner marshal, Devin
Coroner
Bell,
Marshall,
has been
yes,
arrested to
Sheriff,
finish his term
Coronel,
early due to
Coroner,
his own
and Marshall.
problems with accusations of various misconduct. So Wayne Wu was appointed sheriff almost half a year early by the Board of Supervisors, thus protecting Devin Bell's
Thank you,
career
Cotton Candy
from being
Boobs.
tarnished by accusations. Funnily enough, though, it seems Devin Bell used illegal tactics to help Wayne Wu win the race. Wayne led the race with only 67%, while his opponent, Mr. Bean, battled an
I can't. I'm
interestingly
sorry.
timed sexual harassment lawsuit. I'm going to show you now snippets of a couple videos I found by some really dope whistleblower investigative journalists. They've got all the proof in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Statements from DA, written statements and statements on camera by previous deputies and other co-workers of the now sheriff.
So you see how dirty it is, dude?
Again, I'll leave links to everything in the description below so that you can check it out. Don't take my word for it. Go see for yourself. It only took me about half a day of digging to find all this stuff. There's probably more. I just wanted...
So, Libraire,
I just want to say, in that video alone, Sheriff Wu conspired twice.
Yeah.
That was Miss Cotton Candy's boobs, correct?
No, Vet Girl. Libraire, I thought the FBI.
The video I'm
took
talking about is the Project Veritas video. In there, both the guys say Wu has people and Wu tried paying the other guy off.
Yep. He
So
did say that.
It was saying he was conspiring to commit a crime both times.
Hey, Cher. Now, I'm going to say a little bit. I'm a disabled Army vet, okay, permanent disabled. I have a lot of time. And I have to talk to the people before I can talk to you, Cher, who I help out investigating these sex trafficking rings. If people really knew how dark and disgusting
And by the way, before anyone
this
talks
is.
trash about her, she has actually sent me pictures and stuff like that. I've seen, so she, like, what she's saying is true. I've seen stuff from her. So before people are like, she's
Thank you for your
lying.
service.
You're welcome. But if I can get hold of you, I want to talk to my contact, Cher, and you can talk to them. But what I have personally seen at these people they rescue from these trafficking rings and what they do to these girls, the most requested girls that are requested for these sex trafficking rings are young, pretty girls.
Blonde hair, blue eyes. Yep.
Blonde hair. And if I will try and get you my contact and you can talk to him, and I will talk to him this weekend. But if people really knew how dark and twisted what I have seen, the research I have done, that it's just not in one state. It's all across the country. There's connections
Around the world, yeah. Yep, absolutely.
People, and let me tell you, believe me when I said, I'm looking at right in the camera right now. These sex trafficking rings are satanic as hell. I have seen my own eyes the actual stuff by these people I'm associated with. They're investigating these people.
Yeah.
What they are doing. It would turn your stomach inside out. I have all the time in the world to investigate this because I might not wear the uniform anymore, but I still want to protect my people. That's my job.
Amen to that. We appreciate that. Hey, what is that? No. Sorry, I'm removing
100%.
that. I don't know why that's a phone number. I'm going to have to hide you because I don't know what you're doing. We can't, I don't know if that's doxing, but I remember someone. God, why do
Steph, I agree with you. It's satanic. And I just want to say that let's not make a connection with woo here to any of that stuff. I just want to say straight up, because I do have that satanic connection thing in my video, and it's not saying that he is any part or any part of any of that. I just want to make that straight clear right now. But there are some weird connections, and there are things that I spot basically the things that are like weird that way along those lines. And it's just, if you want to
pretty damn dark. It's all dark.
Have an opinion about things, then that's what we're here to do. But yeah, I just want to make sure those are separate, because my video has the same exact thing that you just said. And it's a good point.
Yeah. If you want Living, if you want me to get you a connection of the person and the group that I'm with, I'd be happy to give it to you. But people, you really, if you get the time, take the time and research it. Let me tell you, but
it should be in this realm anyways. If you are in true crime and dealing with these cases, you absolutely should be taking the time and not be blind to this sorts of stuff. But
God is real. God is real. Satan is real. These are real things. This is real life. That's why it's so important that we make sure we make the separation. And there are things like that out there in this world, and we can't be blind to them.
Thank you. Yes.
To tell you guys ASAP.
So in my digging, I found these whistleblower investigative journalists, which just verifies everything I had found on my own. Check it out. They have witness on camera, ex-deputies, co-workers, and the current sheriff coroner, Marshall Wayne Wu. Of the current sheriff coroner, Marshall Wayne Wu. And we got a commercial. Great.
Future Festival is amazing. There are tons of different people here.
I always say we got to pay the bills, right?
And they all
On Tuesday, June 7th, there's an election for sheriff in Placer County, California, located just outside Sacramento. The stakes are high. The two men vying for the position are Under Sheriff Wayne Wu and Administrative Sergeant Brandon Bean. As the contentious race nears the finish line, allegations of misconduct have been swirling on both sides. Project Veritas received a tip. Wayne Wu had an inappropriate relationship with a minor many years ago.
So I'm an investigative journalist, and I'm working on a story, and I wanted to come, get comment from you. I've had deputies that have come on record, former deputies, with some pretty serious allegations, and, obviously before publishing, I wanted to, come to you first. Right. Well, I mean, they said that you engaged in statutory rape of a minor back in around 2000. Not true at all?
Completely not true.
During the course of our investigation, we obtained an exclusive affidavit written by Charles Jeffrey Wilson, a 23-year veteran of the Placer County District Attorney's Office, detailing irregularities and how the sheriff's office handled the investigation at the time. Wilson claims that current Sheriff Devin Bell should have contacted the DA's office when a criminal allegation was made against a county employee.
He stated now that his office had done the investigation with oversight of county counsel, contrary to his earlier statement. In the past, when allegations that are criminal in nature are made against an employee of the sheriff's office, they were referred to an outside agency to conduct the investigation. The district attorney's office was never asked to assist in this investigation, nor was a case referred to our office for review.
Wilson goes on to state in his affidavit that Sheriff Devin Bell did not conduct an unbiased investigation.
I was then contacted soon thereafter by Sheriff Devin Bell. He told me that Wu admitted having a sexual relationship with the alleged victim. He said they were able to determine the alleged victim was 18 and not underage, based on a document they found related to when the alleged victim was on a ride along with the sheriff's department. If the investigation was done appropriately and correctly, it would have been in their interest to show me that there was a thorough investigation that came to an unbiased conclusion supported by evidence. They refused. That left the impression that they feared I would immediately notice that the investigation was not handled properly, and their unfounded conclusion was not credible. It was clearly not unfounded in the sense that Wu admitted that he had a sexual relationship with the alleged victim. Calling it unfounded is an overstatement and leaves the impression that there was no merit in the allegations when in fact there was. It also serves as a legal basis not to disclose the information to the public. Simply stated, regardless of the strength of the evidence, if Bell claims it's unfounded, he never has to share it with the public.
Sheriff Bell's claims that the allegations were unfounded implied he never had to share the findings to the public. This proved to be true when ABC 10 requested a copy of the internal investigation through a California public records request, and ABC 10 was denied.
If you look at our policies and procedures for any criminal activity, it says Placer County policy and procedures, any criminal activity suspected by any employee will be directly turned over to the district attorney's office. So they decide, they being Wayne and Devin Bell, to do it in-house. In-house investigation. So you see how dirty it is, dude?
Brian Berry is a retired deputy who worked closely with Wu for over 20 years. He also believes that the investigation was handled improperly.
And they decide, well, we're just going to investigate this in-house. So at that point, who handles it?
They violate their own policy.
They violate their own policy. And who does the investigation? Is it IA?
Subordinates to Wayne. His captain's lieutenant.
That's crazy that things were so bad that multiple cops knew what he did, and nobody did anything.
Yeah, because they're afraid of that. When Wayne got wind of, I was getting ready to, tell my story, what I knew about his past. So he sends his captain, Steinhauer. He's like, Wayne wants to know what you want. What do you mean? He wants to know what you want. What do you want to keep your mouth shut, right?
Really? Who said this to you?
Daryl Steinhauer.
Daryl Steinhauer?
Right.
And who is he?
He looks nervous too.
In 2018, Berry broke his silence, which led to the internal investigation of Wu.
June 1st of 2002.
June 1st, 2002.
Yeah. He was telling me, he says, I got to talk to him. We're sitting at a table at this. Like, what happened? You know, he's like, well, I've been seeing this girl. So, okay, whatever. And he's all, no, she's 16. And all that. I would say 32, 33, right?
Barry wasn't the only person aware of these allegations. Garland Liu, another retired deputy, also discussed the Wu investigation with our journalist.
Well, it's kind of one of those things where back in the days there were people that were hanging out with younger girls, but hanging out's not the illegal part.
Right, it's the statutory part.
Yeah, it's the statutory part, and that's the thing. There's only two people that are going to know whether that's true or not. We can go meet a 17-year-old girl right now.
100%. 100%.
As long as we're not talking about getting in her pants.
100%.
Bad thing.
Right.
If you ran a story on it, God help you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they'll come after you.
Wayne would.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They would. I mean, he has an attorney.
Oh yeah.
He has friends.
It appears that the determination that the allegation is unfounded was made by Sheriff Bell. He has a close personal relationship with Wu. I've been advised that they are personal friends who socialize outside of work. It would also be politically embarrassing for the sheriff's office if the allegation were true.
Efforts to uncover the truth have been stymied by a refusal to release records in the investigation. If the evidence exonerates Wu, why keep that information hidden?
So we're dropping a story today. Do you want to comment on it? Let's see it.
I already gave you my comments.
Right, but you didn't respond to the new information that we have.
I gave you all my comments and my statements.
Right, so but now we have new information. We have.
I'm not going to give you any other comments.
Okay, well, right here is an affidavit signed by former Chief District Attorney Jeffrey Wilson. He says that Devin Bell told him,
I gave
and
you
he swears
all
on
my
your penalty of
comments.
perjury that you admitted.
I gave you all my comments. I'm not going to have any more conversations.
Was it appropriate to have your direct subordinate?
I'm not going to have. I gave you all my comments, man. What are you trying to do? I gave you all my comments. I'm not going to have.
But he's still lingering.
Right. Well, these are this is new information. We have now learned that your direct subordinate to the investigation.
I have gave you all my comments.
So you did not answer that
I'm not going
question.
to answer any other questions.
Why not release the investigation if it proves that you're totally exonerated?
I've answered your questions, and I am totally exonerated.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Exonerated. He's exonerated.
Yep. He did just say that, didn't he? Wow.
That's messed up. You know, I don't care if what exonerated what. So why did they suppress that so he could win an election? I don't understand. Who would elect that?
Right.
Who would put that in office? That's just like he should own up for what he did and just be like, okay, yes, this is it. Yep. Yeah, I'll take your interview because I've changed my ways and I've turned from this. And I would love to answer your questions because I'm exonerated. But no, I'm exonerated as soon as I get in my brand new freaking nice car out of sheriff. I mean, so what? Okay, sheriffs make money, but twice the amount that everybody else makes. Even other sheriffs should be looking into this sheriff.
Yeah.
That's I appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's where I get the most upset is when people it's like doubling down on lies. That's all it is. And it's just what does that do for the victim every time that happens? When the person who hurt her lies or avoids or is exonerated. That's all I'm saying. That's all I look at. And maybe everything's great, but the news doesn't seem like it right now. Maybe you need a press release saying, hey, this is this, back off. That's all. Can we at least get that or something at this point? Project Veritas does a great job getting into this, and it went nowhere. So I'm glad you brought it back up. I'm glad I subscribed to the where you got the video there too. Who was that again?
That is Sarah Seeking Spirits.
There you go. Yeah. I subscribed to that because that was awesome to put that out there. Even if it helps Kiely in this case a little bit, whatever that may be, just the fact that it's kind of strange, these things get brushed under the rug oftentimes over and over again in all these counties and nobody does anything about it.
Yeah.
It's just
really quick. It's going to start playing automatically. I want to pull up your video because that's where Unjustified, aka Mama Kim's, also going to be wanting to dig down that rabbit hole. And okay, part one. Oh, you did a part two? I did watch that.
There's a lot to take in here. I've already taken a lot. And really, it seems to me at this point that the sheriff is the main culprit.
Look at this.
In my
he brings up this is the
donations to Wayne Wu.
Oh no, he's no.
Yeah.
Are
Yep.
you serious?
Living Laketime.
This
Casey.
is all public information. All I
Yep.
did was just look into things that are already public. I found out one thing about what I'm
Wow.
going to say in here is California donations. When you're donating to a candidate in California, as a single entity, you can donate $4,900 as your max. Okay.
Hmm.
But I don't know how many times you can donate and how many entities you can donate
Okay, that
as.
makes sense. So that's the max. Okay.
So a lot of this is like, oh yeah, that's kind of fishy, but it's just okay. If you add up the maxes of the same people, then it gets fishy. Then it gets like, okay, you're maxing out every time you donate to this guy. What's going on? Like, you know, normal donations, there's a list of them. The highest that goes on their website's 1,000, and there's a lot of those. So it's like, okay, that's normal. But custom max state law and then multiple times compared to the other candidates that you can look up next to it, it's not like that. The other candidates don't look like that. It was just his and the other guy, Beans, and a couple, I think, scattered, but multiple of the same people. That's the fishy part. So I appreciate you playing it.
Well, I
Is it going to
appreciate
roll
you
us out
making
or
it.
something?
No, yeah, it's just going to start right automatically. So
Oh, I'm just saying, is that the end screen? Because I wanted to say thanks to everyone. Like, I've been reading the chat and everything, and the panel. I just wanted to say thanks too. I really appreciate it.
Oh,
and
yeah,
you
make sure
brought
you
me
guys
on.
are
I look,
subscribed.
Thank
honestly,
you for coming on and sharing
I
this.
honestly wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, Cher. I mean, it was like you redid the. I can't wait for the community because I'm just gonna blow that up. But you did it on the community tab thing, and you shared it out and got me going, and then got me back into it when I started just being interested in all this.
Oh, awesome.
So I really appreciate it. Your lives are awesome. I hang out in the chat, definitely.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, well, some of them are just shit shows, but that's how live shows go. But
Miss Cher, whose video is this one that's coming up?
this is here on panel Casey's Living Lake Times channel. So
Okay, awesome.
Am I sharing screen? Not yet. Okay.
And understand, it's just me. I'm entertaining. That's all I want to do is entertain. But there's truth in entertainment, and there's comedy. There's joy and sadness. So that's one of these things that
when you see sheriffs like that, please bring it to light.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I mean. That's basically what I do. I'm gonna truth it out, truth it all up. So let's truth it. Thank you. You guys want some real investigational PI work? I got you. Does that last name look familiar?
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention to that name as well. There that name is again. Interesting, eh? Look at the MAC property. Also look at where all these addresses are. Once you follow the money in the county of Placer public portal for campaign finance disclosures, and you look up that name, oh my, there it is again. MAC 1 doing business as Kulvinder Sandhar. Remember the first Manjit Sandhar? There's Applegate there. There's Mr. Manjit Sandhar and Rose. There they all are. There's their donations. Maybe nothing, but 4,900 is the second highest donation, and that Singh name is important to those DMs, remember?
Mm-hmm.
You guys want some real investigational PI work? I got you. Does that last name look familiar?
The Singh name is hold up. The Singh name is tied to a phone number who has been or who did get a hold of Ryan Upchurch, and under the name Ronnie. There's this whole thing with these two Ronnies, one's black, one's white, and the phone number.
I've seen Ron's.
You saw that one?
I've seen it when he was talking about the shoes. That's
okay. That Singh name is what he traced the phone number to being.
Really?
And the Dream Chaser guy had the same Instagram text. I didn't see Ryan's.
Yep.
I saw the Dream. I just remember seeing Ryan's.
It does when Evil entered.
Well, what was funny too is when he was talking, Ronnie was talking to the ICML or whatever. He messes up and he says, "We all came at the same party."
Yep,
Did you
he
guys
did
catch
say
that?
that. Yep,
Yeah.
he did say that. Or, yeah, I remember Ryan was pissed. He was like,
I will
"Who
note
said
one
that?"
thing is that name, the Singh name, is very, very, very popular in the Indian culture. The Indian names over here, there's a
Okay.
lot. You would get lost if you went down the Singh rabbit hole, because I did. So I'm gonna save you the time.
Hey,
But
Living.
the
So would it
last
be
name
fair to
definitely
say
is
it's
kind
not
of
common for being a Caucasian or African American?
no, it's definitely an Indian name. It's definitely an
Okay.
Indian name. And because you could just look that up. But the last names definitely kind of seems like it's grouped in, and other things connected to that is you'll see in, I don't know if you're going to play the other videos, but I make a little
Yep.
bit of more connection.
Yep. I saw there's a part 2. It says I watched it, but I'm going to watch it again because I don't remember watching it.
Hey, Living. Do you know who Doug Hagman is? The Hagman Report. He's on Rumble. He's having
Yeah.
two people on here.
Hmm.
I would shoot him an email, okay? Because he's actually investigating a ring up in Pennsylvania. And that's why I get all my information from. I would shoot him an email and see if that name is linked up to any of his investigation for Pennsylvania with that and see if there's any connection.
No, I don't think Jagger's Ronnie. I think it's just we'll get into I'm gonna get another show scheduled with Casey, aka Living Lake Time, where we're gonna get more in depth on, I'm not gonna say conspiracy theories, we're gonna get more in depth on theories and thoughts and opinions from what we can research ourselves. It's not a conspiracy. I don't even want to call it that at this point. I don't think that's fair, because that's just to make us all look and sound nuts, and we
For
are not.
sure, and there's a lot of stuff that we're uncovering. So how can you call it a conspiracy?
Yep.
Yeah, I say it jokingly. I really do. It's just important that I think everybody should just spend more time in Google. I don't know.
Research, yes.
And don't get lost in things too. My best thing is I just will take a break from it, and then all of a sudden be like, that came out of nowhere. Let me oh, okay. And then it's like, oh, okay. I didn't waste 4 hours down one rabbit trail.
Yep, we will make a timeline. We'll try to, we will. We'll get another show going, but it's 10:30 here, so I'm getting a little more tired. I've had a headache all day, but I want to play this part 2 to Casey's video to that Ronnie Wu, and he's going to be doing a lot more. I think, he's got part 3 and 4. Okay, we're going to go through these because they're shorts anyway. So
here's some more interesting things. Eleni Kulinkis is an Obama appointee and the Lieutenant Governor of California. She's the daughter of Angelo Sakopoulos, who is also on the Placer County Sheriff's donation list, who's donating to this guy, Mr. Sheriff Wu. Mr. Wu is on the board of Kids First and Child Abuse Prevention because, he likes to support his interest in early childhood intervention. Mr. Angelo, who is the 80-year-old something father of this girl, also likely donates to everybody in increments of $4,900. He also donated to Gavin and to recall Gavin.
150,000.
Okay, this is where I get wild. Eleni Kulinkis spent 10 years of the trustee World Council of Religions for Peace and was Greek Orthodox Church of America's highest honor trustee, which to me is sus. Of course, she went to Dartmouth, but also UC California, Berkeley. Same as Sammy's hat. Maybe we should question UC Berkeley psychedelic department if they know anything about MK Ultra. Here's some more interesting things. Eleni Kulinkis is an I really went off the deep end on that one.
You're so good at this.
But it'll cause you to go look up those things.
Yeah.
And the way you narrate it is just absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Here's part 3, y'all.
Work for my family. After school, you would go do your homework at the store and work until mom and dad went home. They often worked 7 days a week at the time. And then in the 80s, our family's grocery store went out of business as some more chains kind of moved in the area. My father took his share, and he got a 7-Eleven franchise out off Mack Road near Valley High, over behind the Kaiser there. And so when I was in high school, I would go down after high school, and I worked at kind of a modified swing shift at the 7-Eleven. my father was able to get 2 more franchises out.
Convenience store stand here owns Mac 1 and Applegate, and those are both different gas stations. Interesting too, if you go through some of the donors on the LinkedIn's, you can find out there was some 7-Elevens being their first
Oh,
shot. And
shit.
will beat Brandon Bean by a narrow margin. Brandon Bean definitely wearing his lapel pin properly. Why is Mr. Wu's upside down? Kind of looks like this. How come in all of his professional pictures he's got his pin upside down?
Near Valley High.
Oh
One of
my
those Sanders on
lordy.
Wu's
Okay,
donation list is
wow.
emergency room.
Work for my family.
Okay.
After school, you would go
Did you get the end there? The someone on the donation list with that same last name that I've been highlighting in all these videos
Yeah.
works at the Kaiser that says he grew up right next to the 7-Eleven by that Kaiser. So, I mean, of course he knows the family, but it's like if one family can donate that many times, what's really, I think the math was like $23,000, but they're convenience store owners. I don't know. I mean, more power to them. They just like their guy.
Wow.
It's just, these are some of the interesting things when it comes to politics that most people kind of just brush off. And it's like the guy won by a narrow margin. Did he win just because more people were paying him? Because if that's the case, then maybe we should look at the the way we elect people, that system, the system of elections. Because, well, geez, we could just get the most richest person and then put him in. I think, we kind of know what happens after that, right?
Yeah.
Politics today.
But Living, don't forget how corrupt these certain states are with the funding that they get and who actually backs these people.
You've got a great point. It's what it is, and it's
I mean-
grants. It's the craziest thing. A state will take a federal grant, and then the states will divvy grants out to the counties, and now the counties answer to the federal government. It's like, wait, what? How'd that happen? Didn't we just skip something there? Wasn't there a path we were supposed to block that? I think we were at some point supposed to block that, but that's what we do now. And every city that you can think of, even local cities near you, probably don't know how many grants they have right now. They couldn't tell you. The mayor of that city probably couldn't tell you how many grants he has from the state. And that's a problem.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see part 4.
And the sheriff is state, right? Is it that doesn't the sheriff of a county answer to the state?
That's, yeah. From my understanding, it's a state.
Or are they free range? I don't know. It
No,
depends
I
on,
think
guess,
it's
the state. I don't know.
the state. Well, yeah, it's probably different rules depending on the state. I suppose.
You got state troopers. Like California loves their highway patrol. Placer's hero.
Oh.
Captain Steiner. It's like, Wayne wants to know what you want. What do you mean? What's what you want? What do you want to keep them out?
It's the statutory part. Statutory part. That's the thing. There's only 2 people that are going to know whether that's getting their opinion. 100%. Right. If you ran a story like that, right. They'll come after you.
Wayne would.
Oh, yeah. They would. I mean, he has an attorney.
Oh, yeah.
He has friends.
Wu's got an army of attorneys. I would like to see them. Please show me the army of attorneys. Wayne Wu, tell the truth, or I'm gonna keep on digging.
Please do.
Placer's hero.
Just keep on digging. We vote for that.
Isn't that crazy? He's jumping out of a helicopter.
Yeah. I was like, wait, and then I was like, oh shit. Yep, that's him.
He's jumping out of a helicopter. Look, I can't judge. Nobody knows the atmosphere. That may be like a good tourist thing. I'm just saying that where is Wayne Wu?
Mm-hmm. What do you think about all this, Mama Kim?
It's a lot to take in. I'm telling you. Like I said, the sheriff. There's really something going on with him. They got a really tight brotherhood and sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? In that county, that's what it looks like to me. I don't believe that her vehicle was there. No, I don't. I believe it was put there after the fact. Now at this point, of course, I'm going to go further, but I do not believe there was no 300-400 people there. I believe that was something said to stage some shit, so the few that were there wouldn't be looked at as hard.
Hmm.
Obviously, the cops would have checked that water because the road goes straight into the water, and if the kid was intoxicated, I mean, come on, all of us would take that road and look into the water. If it was 12 foot, the vehicle's at least 5.5. I mean, you could see it from standing there, you would think, right? Especially with drones and helicopters.
Exactly. When he first starts going down to it, you can see it clear as day.
Yeah.
Hmm.
A big question I do have, I haven't heard much said about her parents, her family. Are they seeing any of this as being odd? I mean, the cop, coroner, all this combined, this is the same guy that obviously is pretty damn corrupt.
Marshall.
Yeah, and he
coroner,
does the
yeah.
autopsy as well. I mean, I would be questioning that autopsy.
Miss Kim, when you watch the AWP when it's released to the public finally, the father asked, was she in the seatbelt in the passenger seat? They say no. Well, was she in the front seat? And the AW goes, no. She was in the back seat, back in the trunk area.
Well, she didn't have her seatbelt on. I mean, that.
The father, oh, I'm sorry.
The father asked, where was his baby girl? And she was in the back of the truck. Okay, I had a hatchback, Miss Kim. Okay, they're small cars. You have to put down the seats, back seats, even to get into the back hatch.
Really? Okay.
Well, no, I don't know because they showed I don't know. I think I could fit in the middle.
I mean, it depends really if they're going to have bucket seats in the front, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because she could go in between. Possibly she was a small girl.
Yeah. That's
But I was a small girl, Kim. When I was in the military, I was 115, 5'2".
No, I've seen the pictures. I could probably get
I think we'll find all that out tomorrow,
Yeah.
right?
The thing is,
it's going to be big.
the thing is you would have to go through it. The thing is, though, is there's not a lot of space. A couple YouTube creators actually tried to climb over one.
Yeah, but water's got a lot of pressure. Water has a lot of pressure. You know what I mean?
But you would literally have to go through vertical, and then the body would have to turn and go horizontal to fit in the way she was. So you'd have to go through that little space vertically, and then turn and then go horizontally.
Like alive and swimming to get there. Hi, evil exists.
I mean, I can see that, but
Jared felt it was next to impossible.
I could see.
I disagree, ladies. I'm sorry. This one
So
thing
many
I have to disagree.
possibilities.
Yeah, there is.
Having a hatchback for years. There's no
7-year-old could be fitting and shoved through an 8-inch hole either, and it happened. So.
Well, I do appreciate you inviting me on. I just want to say thank you to everyone once again. I'm gonna head on out here. You can subscribe. I do post on Twitter. If you want to message me with any kind of information, you can find me on Twitter, LivingLakeTime on Twitter. It's a little black dog. Her name is Nova. I appreciate it. I'm tired. Hey, go to sleep, everyone. Get some rest.
Have a
Hey, Living Lake, I'm gonna message you tomorrow, and I'd like to talk with you. It was a pleasure meeting you.
To who? Sorry?
Was it that Living Lake who was saying that?
Oh, yeah. And he just hopped off. He just was like, poof, I'm out of here. Good night, y'all. Yep. Well, y'all, Mama Kim, I'm going to be calling you tomorrow, and we'll have to do another study session for sure. But this was a good adult conversation.
It was great.
Y'all.
I learned a lot.
You learned a lot? Okay, good.
A whole lot. Yeah.
A whole lot.
Miss Kim, do you have a channel?
I do.
She does. And it's in the description, Library.
Okay, I will look it up for sure. Enjoy.
Yep, it's Unjustified.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
There's so much more on this that I have notes on too and stuff, because there's a lot, especially when you get into all the Jagger and Sammy stuff and
a
lot more. Let me ask you this, if you don't mind, Ms. Cher, do you believe that there were girls there fighting and boxing?
Yes.
Now, here's my thinking on that. If there's girls boxing or fighting, every guy that is there is going to be video recording that.
That's
Don't you agree?
exactly. There's
Where are those videos?
exactly. I've been wondering the same thing because they would exist. Bobby, I didn't even realize you were in the chat. I'm so sorry. That's Bobby, right? Am I wrong?
Bobby,
that's you,
Bobby.
right? Okay. Sorry, I got off track. I'm tired. You got a couple emails from Libraire also?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's like if you're going to be on tomorrow or whatever. That's one thing. I think there's some good videos there to show that just shows a couple fishermen just fishing and literally finding cars with the Garmin live scope, and it shows how the Garmin live scope works, and then also just a couple people fishing to where you can see just how clear those Garmin live scopes are.
Oh, awesome. I didn't know. I'm sorry, Bobby. We are going to be, I Facebook messaged you. Yes, I did. I think I sent, but I'd like to chit chat. I'm wondering your thoughts and opinions on this case because of matching Courtney's case, kind of with the shady friends and all. Oh, I don't know, but well, Steph and Libraire, thank you so much for joining the panel tonight. It was a great adult conversation, and you're definitely welcome back. And there's still a lot to talk about in this case. So, and there's going to be more as it keeps unfolding. I think tomorrow we're getting more, or should be getting more information. Tragedy pimps, hey. Yeah, and also interested in speaking in other cases and what you guys know on Summer Wells' case, but we'll get there. I appreciate you guys joining tonight. It was good.
Oh, Miss Cher, thank you for having me on, Mr. Cher.
Yeah,
Miss
thank y'all for
Kim
the
and
invitation.
Miss Steph, pleasure to meet you guys.
Thank
Hey,
you.
You guys have a
Michelle,
blessed night.
contact me tomorrow because I got a lot of conspiracy stuff for you.
Yep, I will. I'll text you in the morning.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Well, Mama Kim, what do
It
you
was
think?
great. I enjoyed it. I appreciate it. A lot of knowledge there, and I'm definitely going to be looking into this a hell of a lot more. Already got some thoughts going on, but
Make sure you guys are subscribed because she's going to put together some good videos because once she goes down the rabbit hole, oh my gosh. So
Oh my
be
God.
watching for more collabs too, because when we're on the same case,
oh hell.
right, babe?
Yep.
It's something.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for inviting me.
Oh,
y'all.
does
I
Steph
really
have a
appreciate
channel?
it.
I didn't know that Steph had a channel.
Good.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Does she? I'm not sure. Tragedy pimps. Hey. All right, you guys. Well, Mama Kim, I love you, and I will.
All right. Love y'all.
Talk to you tomorrow to see what all information you need or when you want to have the next chat and start studying more on this and seeing
Sounds
what else
good.
comes out tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Their video is public tomorrow instead of just
Okay.
for members. So not sure what time, but be watching for that because I will be.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I will.
Okay. Love you.
All right. Love you, honey. Nice to meet everybody. Y'all have a great night.
Love you, Mama Kim.
Love you, hon. Bye-bye.
She said love you. All my mods, thank you so much. I wasn't watching chat the entire time. So I'm not sure if there was too many issues. I don't think there was. So
There was one or two.
was
Not bad.
there?
Not
Oh,
bad.
well, it was taken care of. So I appreciate the mods. Thank you. And everyone who joined panel. It was a good panel. We didn't all agree. We didn't all. I feel up to it. I will if I feel up to it. Sure. That's fair enough, Bobby. It was good to see you here tonight. Hey, Zena. Yep, anytime. You know how to get a hold of us anytime. And that's why we don't like to feel like we're bothering people. What the heck was that down there? But miss y'all too. Miss you too.
All right, everyone, all of the other creators who were a part, and thank you so much. Rewind if you missed it. I think it was a really good chat, and we'll do another open panel. Tomorrow's Friday, so sometime this weekend. I have a couple shows planned. So everyone else, just subscribers or watching, thank you. And to my haters, thank you. You have anything to say, baby?
Love, 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 love.
Love, 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 love. All right. Have a good rest of your night, guys. Oh, I'm losing my voice. I'm going to sleep. I'll see you guys tomorrow.